Hey, welcome in to Sanford Memorial Stadium, where we've got a great one planned for you guys here tonight between the DeLand Suns and your Sanford River Rats here in the home season finale of the regular season for the River Rats. And then last night, you guys got to play your season finale, your home season finale. Against the same River Rats. So.
It was a great game for both sides from an excitement standpoint. Suns defeated for the first time this season, 5-4.
Water League would like to thank our
league
sponsors, 3 and 2.
So coming into this ball game here today, the Sanford River Rats are on top of the standings with a 28-12 record. Lands them in first place. The Winter Park Diamond Dogs 19-16-1 in second place. The Altamont Springs Scorpions 18-17-1. The Leesburg Lightning 19-18-1. Those guys are tied for third place. The Winter Garden Squeeze in fifth place, 15-21 record, and then, the DeLand Suns, 11-26. But every time you come here, I say it over and over, and I stress it, the record does not reflect how good that this team is.
Not at all. They're very competitive in a lot of their games. Just little things just don't go their way. Just like all those haven't gone their way this season. You know, they brought it together towards the end of the year, but they haven't been able to fully put it together. 6-4 in one of their last 11 games, but outside the playoff picture, and they're just trying to hone their skills the last couple games.
And honestly, with about a week left, when we were starting to figure out, hey, how many games to get into the playoffs and stuff like that, we looked at people were starting to look around. DeLand, you guys were hot last week, and a little bit before that, you guys were starting to put some wins together, starting to get something going. And for a second there, I thought you guys were going to make a push for fifth place.
Absolutely, and they did. It just came down to losing to the Winter Park Diamond Dogs, and then the River Rats actually falling into the Winter Garden Squeeze. I mean, 4.5 game lead with 4 games to go.
And Miami catching back third number 19.
We got to give them credit. They had a 12-game losing streak and a 9-game losing streak wedged in between 2 wins, and as a result, I mean, it's going to be real difficult to make the playoffs. And the fact that they made it as close as they did really speaks to this Suns team and how they don't give up.
And it shows how good they are by beating the Sanford River Rats last night. And it's not like the first place team was going to just roll over and give up a win, because right now the Sanford River Rats have 28 wins, and they're chasing a record right now. I don't know if you know about it. The league record, they're going to tonight, they're going to try to tie the most regular season wins in Florida League history.
So Sanford definitely wanted to win that game yesterday. So they want to win this one today. And then win against Winter Park tomorrow to try to capture sole possession of that first place lead. Suns are going to try and make sure they just tie the game. I'm sure we'll have a great one.
So we're just a few minutes away from first pitch here. I'm Cody Shook alongside Luke Howlett, the broadcast and journalism intern for the DeLand Suns. So nobody knows more about the Suns than the man sitting next to me. So if you have any questions, just let us know. We'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. Right now, the home plate umpires are standing by home plate as both coaches head out. We can start going over lineups here.
Absolutely. Leading off for the Suns, the visiting team, Nick DeTringo. DeTringo yesterday had a fantastic game, 4 for 5. Batting second, Stetson Smith, and playing shortstop. Batting third, Michael Harcum, he'll be catching. Batting fourth, Alan Alonzo in left field. Batting fifth, Jay Hayes in center field. Batting sixth, Torrey Jordan Jr. He will be in right field. Zach Goble batting seventh after batting eighth and playing third, and then batting ninth and pitching, Sam Brunny. That's an interesting proposition for the Suns. Sam Brunny has batted in one game this year, went up for 2 walks and a strikeout. But it's not very often you have your pitcher DH, but that's exactly what's going to happen for the Suns today.
I think Winter Garden does that the most out of any team I've ever seen. They love to have their pitcher hit. Sadler Goodwin, a class act. I mean, this man, he can do it all, and he does pitch and hit.
Goodwin is a position player first that happens to pitch as well, but I mean, he's an offensive machine. I mean, he's my pick for MVP right now. And the fact that he can pitch as well as hit dingers, I mean, just speaks to how good a player he is. It's a very rare thing, but yeah, right, Winter Garden does that
And for the Sanford River Rats, I will announce their lineup right here. Batting leadoff, Omar Villman playing second base. Batting second, Playing left field, Dathan Pruitt. Batting third, playing first base, Parker Quinn. Batting fourth, playing shortstop, Francis Villeman. Batting fifth, playing right field, Zach Dewart. Batting sixth, playing third base, Cody Orther. Batting seventh, behind the dish, Eli Marrero. Batting eighth, playing center field, Richie Rivera. And rounding out the lineup, batting ninth, Sergio Lopez, your DH tonight. And on the mound, number 6, Logan Lyle for the Sanford River Rats.
Playing center field for the Tampa Spartans.
Logan Lyle from the State College of Florida.
Rivera.
Just a few minutes away from getting started here. And before we go any further, thank you to everybody watching on Facebook Live right now. We really appreciate it. The last time Luke and I called a game together, 2,000 views. So somehow you guys got to help us get to 2,000 views tonight. And hopefully we can break our own record, as we have every single time Luke has been here at Sanford Memorial. We're going to step away here for just a second for the national anthem. Stick with us all night long here at Sanford Memorial Stadium.
And now please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium, where the River Rats and the Suns are about to battle it out here in a great contest towards the end of the season. There's nothing on the line here for playoff contention-wise, but the Sanford River Rats, they are chasing the wins record here in the Florida League. They're just one away from tying it, and then they can possibly break it tomorrow against Winter Park.
Diamond Dogs are going to be playing for their playoff positioning, however, so it won't be an easy game tomorrow against those Dogs, but it'll be a battle between 1 and 2. It could be a title game, little pre-matchup. Diamond Dogs are my pick to get there, and as well as Sanford, even if it's as chalk as you can get. I mean, I think those are the two best teams in the league.
And Winter Park, anytime you face those guys, it's never easy. Those guys can absolutely hit the ball all over the park, and especially out of the park. Just a few minutes away here from first pitch, Logan Lyle on the mound. The lefty from the State College of Florida. And Eli Marrero behind the plate. As we wait here, what went down in last night's ball game?
Well, Ryan Gerard gave up a 3-run home run yesterday to the designated hitter Parker Quinn, and at that point it was 4-1. And the Suns haven't come back in many ball games this year, so the way it was trending was Sanford was going to run away with this victory. However, the DeLand offense really came alive after Dylan Thompson came in the game, gave up 4 consecutive hits to batters right getting outs, and as a result, the Suns were able to just chip away at it.
The University
triple
of
from Nick
Tampa
DeTringo,
Spartans, number 29,
5 before, and that was history.
Wow. Very, very eventful ball game there as Nick DeTringo comes up to bat here to start this ball game as we're about to get underway right here at 7 o'clock on July 29th. And the first pitch from Logan Lyle. Swung on and hit into shallow center, and the second baseman Omar Villeman is underneath it for out number 1.
Logan Lyle tied for the 4th most wins in the Florida League with 4. 2.5.
He leads the team in stolen bases.
Yesterday
The
had a great
Vikings
game.
of Barry College.
Triple score.
Here's the shortstop, number 3, Stetson Smith.
And now stepping up to bat, Stetson Smith, the shortstop tonight. Maybe you're going to take some pitches here and try to see what Logan Lyle's got on the mound.
Well, Smith's been doing a much better job taking pitches. Worked his batting average up to 247, his walks up to 13. Was 3 for 5 yesterday.
The first pitch here swung on and hit down the right field line. Dewar goes after it, and on the line, he has got it for out number 2. 2 pitches, 2 outs. That's efficiency.
And right as I say that, Stetson Smith hacks at the very first pitch he sees.
Well, the Golden Panthers of
Michael
Florida International University. Here's the catcher, number 19, Michael Harcum.
Man, we haven't even gotten to talk about your hitters yet. So, Nick DeTringo popped up to second base, and Stetson Smith pops up down the right field line. First pitch here misses for ball 1 on Michael Harcum.
Harkin was 0 for 4 yesterday playing first base, catching today. 6th time he's caught all year.
The 1-0 pitch in there for strike 1. I don't think he was going to swing at that no matter what. I mean, that was the fastball down the middle that you normally would want, but after 2 quick outs. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit down the right field line. It's going to go out of play, foul for strike 2.
Really, the injuries necessitated the move to catcher for Michael Harcum. Zach Watman was out for an extended period of time, as was Brad Nunn. They needed to give Kyler Allen a spell, and that brought Harcum as the 1-2 pitch is outside, called third strike.
And that is how the top of the first inning will end, with the strikeout looking, and a very quick inning takes us to the bottom of the first inning, where the River Rats are going to try to get on the board first.
Tonight's first pitch was sponsored by our hometown premier remodeling company, Rycast Remodel and Restoration. Dan Stewart and the entire Rycast team are proud to support the Rats and the Florida League for all your kitchen, bath, and home remodeling needs. Rycast stands by their commitment to provide homeowners with honesty, integrity, and excellence in everything they do. That is the Rycast way. In fact, you can participate and play micro fantasy baseball. Just take a look at your program, set up the app, and you can predict each at-bat in real time and compete against other fans. Fun for the whole family, absolutely free to play. Whoever gets the most points every 3 innings will get a prize courtesy of the Rats. Micro Fantasy Baseball, predict, watch, and win. And of course, a foul ball here at the ball yard is a tasty treat, because Papa Murphy's will give you a coupon good for free cookie dough for every foul ball you bring up to the press box. And the fan who brings up the most in the ball game will win a free large 1-topping pizza, courtesy of our foul ball sponsor all summer long, the good people at Papa Murphy's. And the bad people.
We don't care as long as they give us pizza.
Battery full of the Suns, on the hill making his 10th appearance. A 3.60 ERA from the Eagles' Denver Middle on the world's most famous beach. Number 14, Samuel.
Hey, we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. I'm Cody Shook alongside Luke Hallett. Thank you to everybody watching and listening on Facebook Live. I appreciate all the likes. If you could just share it so that way your friends and family can tune in as well to check out what we've got going on here in Central Florida on a nightly basis. Love bringing the game to our fans all around the country. Omar Villeman will be stepping up to bat first. And before we start, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to look around your field and tell me what stands out to you.
There's several players playing in different positions than they are normally. Troy Jordan Jr. playing in the field for just the 3rd time this year. Jonathan Miola hasn't made third base all season long. And Sam Brunnick's DHing today, so that might be the thing that stands out the most to me, just people in different positions.
Okay, well, that's not what I was going for, but I mean, hey.
What were you thinking?
Oh, Give me a second on that one. Omar Villeman steps up to bat here against Brunig, the big right-hander. Takes strike one on the inside part of the plate. Is there... Oh, man, I don't want to give it away. Your shortstop is wearing a different hat than everybody else in the field. The 0-1 pitch swung on and hit into left field. A nice effort there by the third baseman, Miola, to lay out for it, but that will be a leadoff single.
Omar Villeman sneaking one past the diving glove of Jonathan
Leads
Miola at
the
third.
league
Not
in
playing
runs
his
scored.
normal position of
Second in the
shortstop or
league in
second.
stolen
Tringo
bases.
Stetson
Another great
really
season
locked those
for
down recently.
the left fielder, the versatile
They
number
put his
13,
left field left
David.
in.
And Omar Villeman didn't even get to talk about him, but I'm sure I will throughout the game here. He's batting .345, and he just got another hit. He had it up to .360 a few games ago. The man is on a tear for the River Rats. And now coming to bat, Dathan Pruitt. An absolute threat on the base paths. Just got thrown out a few nights ago at Winter Garden. First pitch here to Dathan Pruitt. Swung on and hit right back up the middle of the shortstop. He's going to toss it to second base. 6-4-3 double play for a quick 2 outs.
Stetson Smith making a nice little relay to Tringo and making it look routine.
And
He's wearing that white hat. I actually have a copy of that white hat I got the beginning of the year. It's one thing tell the fans. The Suns are wearing their black hats today. Typically, those aren't available for fans, but perhaps Stetson Smith just left his at home.
Now stepping up to bat, Parker Quinn, the first baseman, had a home run last night. First pitch here, misses upstairs, ball 1.
Home run of the 3-run variety, really cracked the game open. DeLand came back in the end, however.
The 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled into his dugout where head coach Kevin Davis is going to barehand that one. I'm sure his hand hurts just a little now.
Snagged that right out of the air. That was real impressive.
1-1 count here to Quinn. Misses upstairs, ball 2. Quinn coming into the game, 2 home runs, only 7 hits on the summer. And 2 of those 7 hits are home runs.
Well, Quinn's a high caliber hitter. You don't get drafted in the MLB draft like he was, even if it was the 40th round, without being a good player.
The 2-1 pitch misses, ball 3.
Drafted by the Nationals in 2015 from Hofstra.
3-1 count. The windup and delivery swung on and cued down the first base line, and the pitcher Brunig's going to grab that one and step on first base for out number 3. And the one unassisted takes us to the top of the second inning. Stick with us all night long here between the Suns and the River Rats.
Send it down on the field to Erica. And we got the fastest fans in the league, tough luck, Ralphie. But you are the number 1 mascot on the planet, Ralphie, the River Rat.
And we are back
Suns in the top of the second inning.
here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. I'm Cody Shook alongside Luke Hallett.
375 on base.
And we are headed here to the top of the second inning,
Alonso.
where the DeLand Suns are going to try to get something going here against Logan Lyle. Very quick. Top of the first inning. And bottom of the first inning.
Very fast.
First pitch swung on, hit down the left field line. And Alan Alonso is going to round first base hard, but he will hold up at first and throw into first. And he will be in there safely with the leadoff single.
Suns have been very aggressive.
377 season, not quite as solid this year, but having a great season. This man is only one of two players in this league. What a team player he is. He's an Iron Man. He's played every game for his team.
These guys are just coming up here swinging the bat tonight.
Number 30, Jay Hayes.
Now coming up to bat, Jay Hayes. Big right-handed hitter. The center fielder swings at the first pitch. It's going to go out of the stadium for strike one.
Jay Hayes has played in every game this season and won the General Manager of the Year award for the DeLand Suns. Played with them last year, had a fantastic year, and just a high-quality guy, and has been having a bit of a down year batting average-wise, but still been making his presence known.
The 0-1 pitch misses inside, ball one. Logan Lyle, the lefty on the mound. Leg lift, steals, 1-1 pitch, misses inside, ball two.
Logan Lyle, his last time out was in relief on July 22nd. 2 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, and he got the win.
2-1 count now. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled straight back for strike two.
Lyle really trying to work inside against Hayes, trying to make sure he can't put the barrel of the bat on the ball. Now Hayes is 2-2.
The 2-2 pitch here misses upstairs, ball three, and maybe just a chase pitch there because he knows that everybody's going out there swinging.
That might be what he's trying to do. Jay Hayes, though, has excellent plate discipline, and he told me during the All-Star break he doesn't like to swing unless it's something he believes he can put in play.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back off of the umpire, so we remain the same full count here with nobody out, running on first base here in the top of the second inning.
Hayes yesterday was part of that 8th inning rally for the Suns, 1 for 4, an RBI double, and ended up coming around to score as well.
3-2 count here. Quick visit from the catcher.
He's from Florida Gulf Coast University, has a teammate in Trey Vickery on this Suns team. Vickery, though, hasn't pitched in quite some time. His last appearance was actually against Sanford on the 11th.
The 3-2 pitch swung on and strike him out swinging for out number one.
Right fielder leads the team in RBIs from the Eagle.
Couldn't connect with it.
Of Texas A&M, Texarkana, number 27.
And now coming up to bat, Torrey Jordan Jr., a very, very fast guy. Plays right field. Plays a lot of outfield positions, actually. The first pitch here misses in the dirt for ball one.
Jordan Jr. DH'd yesterday, was 2 for 3. A walk. And a 2-run RBI single yesterday. He leads the team in RBIs with 15. Jay Hayes second, 14.
The 1-0 pitch. In there, outside corner for strike one. Logan Lyle doing a great job tonight so far of attacking the zone. 1-1 count. Off speed, driven to right field, and D-Wort's back, and he's got it. And a great throw in keeps Alan Alonso on first base.
Jordan Jr. just popped that ball and couldn't find either the foul part of the park or couldn't park it over the wall. So it's going to lead to an out. 10 out
From the Jaguars of Augusta State, first baseman number 13, Zach
him from moving on.
Goebel.
And now coming up to bat, Zach Goebel, the first baseman tonight. In his last game here at Sanford Memorial, swings the first pitch, hot shot to third base. Cody Orther snags it for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the second inning, still tied up 0-0.
Thank One Blood, the Big Red Bus, for joining us tonight. You had a chance to get some information from them on how you can donate blood, or maybe you did went to donate blood. They do a wonderful job, and thank you to One Blood and the Big Red Bus for joining us here tonight. And fans, don't forget, you don't have to wait for game nights to interact with the Rats. Visit the Rats on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram any day, any time. Keep up with news, join other fans, and look out for special deals just on social media. Visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and get social with the Rats. Our thanks to Nevada, the state, and the young man who brought us a foul ball. Thank you. Enjoy your free cookie dough at Papa Murphy's. You're in the running for that free pizza.
Hey, we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. I'm Cody Shook alongside Luke Hallett. We're headed to the bottom of the second inning here, where Francis Villman's going to come out to bat after a very, very quick inning and a half so far for both teams. Each team has one hit to this point.
Aggressive, swinging early, trying to make contact and put something to play.
Francis Villman, a very good hitter, coming out to bat. Watches strike number one on the outside part of the plate. And it looks like for both pitchers, the game plan, attack, attack, attack. And just let these guys do what they will with the ball. The 0-1 pitch misses outside, ball one.
Villman yesterday 0 for 4. Does lead this team in triples with 2 and slugging percentage at over .490.
3 home runs on the year. The 1-1 pitch misses high and inside, ball 2.
That's dealing today.
2-1 count here on Francis Villman. Inside, in on the hands there. 3-1 count now.
Running in danger of letting the leadoff man reach for the second consecutive inning.
Bernig, 20 innings pitched, 3.6 ERA, very respectable. The 3-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2 on Francis Villman.
Francis's brother Omar often occupying second base while Francis plays short.
The 3-2 pitch swung on, fouled straight back up against the net, so the count remains the same.
Although Francis was not an all-star this year, he did play on the prospect showcase and an excellent showing from what I've told. Very impressed some scouts and looking forward to be a big prospect down the road perhaps.
3-2 pitch misses outside and high, so Villman will take the free 90 jog down to first base.
13th walk of the year for
beautiful British Columbia and the Tigers of Missouri.
And last, in the bottom of the first inning, Omar got on by way of the single, and then Dathan Pruitt grounded into the 6-4-3. Now coming to bat, Zach Dewart, the right fielder, called his name a few times tonight for a few catches. First pitch here, runner stays, strike outside corner. And I mentioned that he's staying because with this River Rats team, you and I both know, because you've seen them a lot, they like to run.
More than anyone else in the league, 129 stolen bases, more than anyone by a wide.
0-1 pitch swung on, hit into left field, and that will be a single. Francis will stay at second base, and Dewart is starting to heat up. He started off slow. He's still batting 123, but he is doing very well as of late. He had a 2 RBI triple a few nights ago, and it doubled his RBI total. So Zach Dewart starting to make a case for that playoff roster.
Dewart joined the team a little late as well on June 20th, so he had to get into the groove of things.
There's the third baseman from High Point, number 8, Cody.
And I looked at his college stats, and they were very impressive. 8 home runs in any college level, that's very good. And he just in a slump and when it comes to summer ball. But he is starting to heat up here as Cody Orther steps up to the plate. Going to square around to bunt, pulls it back, double steal is on. Francis Villeman is out at third base.
Well, Suns have to be happy with that, mowing down the lead runner. Did allow a runner to advance into scoring position, but at the cost of an out, absolutely worth it.
And I don't think at any point there the DeLand Suns were fooled by the fake bunt attempt.
Not at all. They've played the River Rats a handful of times this year beforehand. They've seen all the tricks. Now they just got to try and be prepared for them.
1 out now here in the bottom of the second inning after the caught stealing. 1-0 count on Cody Orther with Dewart on second base. The 1-0 pitch misses high, ball 2. Eli Marrero is on deck. Cody Orther coming into the game 30 for 103, which puts him at a .291 batting average. No home runs and 13 RBIs. The 2-0 pitch misses inside, ball 3. Looked like maybe a two-seam fastball there, ran just a bit too far inside.
Orther yesterday 0 for 3, was hit by a pitch and ended up scoring on that 3-run home run by Parker Quinn.
3-0 count here on Orther. Swings at it. It's going to go into left center field gap. Cody Orther is going to have himself extra bases. 1 run is coming around third base, and he will be in there safely. And Cody Orther is going to move up to third base, and he is tagged out on his way into third base. But nonetheless, 1 run scores as the River Rats get on the board first here, the bottom of the second inning, on the RBI double by Cody Orther.
That play almost a mirror image of what happened to Alan Alonso yesterday, I believe it was. And Alonso drove in a run.
There's a catcher from St. Thomas University on ID number 11.
Run.
Marrero.
Rats strike first.
Double RBI, put out 5-1.
Now coming up to bat, Eli Marrero, the catcher. Going to try to get something going here with 2 outs after the run scored. Comes with the off-speed stuff there, pitch 1.
Curveball that drops into the zone for a strike. Good pitch. Wide running and seeing 1 more out to get out of the frame.
If I remember correctly, Brunnig has not pitched here at Sanford Memorial.
You know, I don't think so. His last time out, he actually got the save, 2 innings pitched, a hit, walk and a strikeout against the Scorpions. But no, I don't believe he has thrown here yet.
1-1 count here. Misses upstairs, 2-1 now. And here's the pitch. Misses upstairs, 3-1 now. On Eli Marrero. Three-one misses high, and Marrero's going to get the 2-out walk.
Well, now what you want to do is put another River Rat on base.
After second league, run score league and stolen bases.
You know,
an all-star, center fielder, University of Tampa,
hit drives
number 18, Richie Rivera.
Than they already have.
And now Richie Rivera comes up, a guy that can drop a bunt down and beat it out from time to time. 2 outs here, runner on first base. First pitch here by Brunnig. In there for strike 1, and he is painting that outside corner.
He is. Hit it again there, and the umpire's going to call it. Might as well try and throw it there as often as possible.
And the more you hit it, the more the umpires will tend to expand their strike zone, so the more you can get off of the plate. Pickoff move to first base, back easily.
Rivera yesterday 1 for 3 was caught stealing home. Not something you see very often, but I guess Coach Kevin Davidson decided it was the right move.
0-1 pitch swung on, a high fastball missed for strike 2. Rivera batting .250 on the year, but he gets on base other ways, walks, hit by pitches, stuff like that. Anyway on, and then the stolen bases come immediately after. The 0-2 pitch Pickoff move to first base, slides in safely. Looked like Marrero was leaning there.
He was maybe just trying to psych out Sam Brunning, get him off his mojo, but back safely at first.
Maybe just a possible steal, maybe to start Richie Rivera off with the next inning. 0-2 pitch, runners on the move. Outside, Marrero is into second base safely on the stolen base.
Fifth stolen base for Eli Marrero.
Stolen base.
Might not have a very gaudy batting average, but excellent defensive catcher and apparently can run a little bit as well.
You don't see it very often from catchers, but you know, I was actually watching a game a few weeks ago. Yadier Molina, I didn't know he was that good at stealing third base. That's like his specialty on the base pass. The 1-2 pitch misses outside, so that means we have 2s on the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Well, Molina's better known for throwing out those.
You're right.
But now he has a little bit of speed, and especially in his advanced age, it surprises people.
It's not, you don't always have to be the fastest guy on the field to steal a base, just smart and timing and good slides. The 2-2 pitch here. Swung on and missed. Strike him out swinging for out number 3. We head to the top of the 3rd inning, but the River Rats scratch 1 across here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Stick with us all night long.
All right, we got some hungry contestants down on the field. They're going to dance for their dinner. Let's send it down to Erica. Thank you to our fans down there. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Ralphie. Top of the 2nd inning in Altamont, Lightning and Scorpions in a big game battling for that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. They're scoreless. Top 1, however, the Squeeze have run out to a 5-0 lead early over the Diamond Dogs.
Hey, we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. Just want to say thank you to everybody watching on Facebook Live. We love bringing the games to you. I'm Cody Shook alongside Luke Hallett. If you could just share it so that way your friends and family can tune in as well. The last time we called a game together, 2,000 views. We got to get back to that tonight. You guys have got to help us get to 2,000 views. That'd be awesome for the Florida League and everybody a part of it. We're just trying to show everybody what the Florida League has to offer here in Central Florida. First pitch here in the top of the 3rd, swung on and missed by Jonathan Miola.
Miola with 5 hits on the year, playing third base, has played shortstop, second, right field, and DH this season.
0-1 pitch, swung on, fouled straight back for strike 2. Miola has 5 hits, you just mentioned, 5 RBIs. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, one of them on a triple as well and 2 doubles, so most of his hits when he gets them are extra base variety.
The 0-2 pitch here on Miola. Curveball swung on and hit into left center field. Dathan Pruitt is underneath it. Going to carry a little bit, but he's got it for out number 1.
Sanford Memorial, similar to Melching Field, but perhaps to a slightly lesser extent, a pitcher-friendly park. And perhaps at Heller Bros Ballpark, where the Squeeze play their games, that could have been out. But like at Sanford Memorial, they're just going to be on the warning track.
Brody.
And now coming up to bat, Sam Brunning, the pitcher.
Pitcher and DH today. Brunning has batted once this season.
Lefty-lefty matchup here. Swings the first pitch. Going to get past Cody Orther. Francis Villeman's got it. He's going to long throw over first base. Going to go over the first baseman's head. But it won't get far enough. So that will be a base hit by the pitcher/DH.
That's the first hit of the year for Sam Brunning. Went 0 for 2 with 2 walks. And a strikeout against Leesburg on June 28th, the only time he played DH this year. And He's now 1 for 3 on the year.
When's the Hall of Fame induction? This week?
And Cody Orther looked like he had him shaded perfectly, but just was unable to make that grab there. And now Nick DeTringo comes up to bat. A very good hitter, popped up to second base in his first at bat to lead off this ball game. With 1 out, runner on first base. First pitch misses in the dirt, ball 1.
DeTringo was 4 for 5 yesterday, an RBI triple. His first triple of the season, brought his average all the way up to 268. He's really thrived at the top of that lineup, and ever since they brought him up on July 3rd.
The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, hit down the left field line, foul for strike 1.
Sunday tomorrow.
And if I remember correctly, Nick DeTringo does very well here at Sanford Memorial. I feel like we call his name, he's always doing something.
And John Harmon about the ceiling.
1-1 count here. Logan Lau, the lefty, trying to keep the runner close over there at first base. High leg kick, and that pitch misses high and away for ball 2, excuse me.
DeTringo with 19 hits on the year, 10 RBIs as well, so a pretty good rate there.
2-1 count here now. Swung on in a deep foul ball, but man, if he would have straightened that one out,
it would have been over the fences easily. I mean, that one was well past 330 feet in left field, but just foul.
2-2 count now here on DeTringo, the second baseman. Wind from left field to right field here tonight. 2-2 check swing. Did he go? He did not. 3-2 count now. And I mentioned the wind because usually the wind goes from right field to left field here at Sanford Memorial. And it's crazy because that ball that was hit to left field where Dathan Pruitt just caught it, it carried for a while, but there was no wind at that time. The runner's on the move here, 3-2, but it will be ball 4 outside. DeTringo earns himself the walk with 1 out.
6th base on balls for DeTringo on the year.
Shortstop, number 3.
Smith has been doing a great job hitting recently. Has a chance to knock this game up.
Are you surprised right there by the pitcher taking off for second base?
You know, with this team, I'm not surprised. Sam Brunner plays in the field every now and again as well, I'm told. So he's got the instincts. He knows what to do.
I'm telling you guys, this DeLand Suns team is very good, and they play to a high level. Just a couple things that, got them throughout the year. First pitch here to Stetson Smith. Misses inside for ball 1. How many times have you come here and ended on a walk-off?
Well, a couple times.
It's been a few.
At least twice. They're always very competitive games, especially between these two ball clubs.
The 1-0 pitch here to Smith. Misses it low and away, ball 2. And the one that always comes up in my mind is the 2 RBI single into right field by Rodney Tenney that scored 2 runs to win the ball game. That's the one that sticks out in my mind from this entire season.
In my heart or in my head?
No.
2-0 pitch here from Logan Lyle. Swung on, and it's going to go straight up and straight back and into the stands. And one lucky fan will be going home with a Florida League baseball tonight.
And yet it's not the man who looked like he was going to catch that ball. Popped right out of his hands. And unfortunately, his child will not be the one to get the baseball.
That's always funny to see when you go to a Major League stadium. The one guy that puts his hand in front of the 90-mile-per-hour ball that's coming at him, he's not the one that ends up with it. You got to be there for the rebound.
You'd love for that.
The 2-1 pitch. Misses high. Ball 3. 3-1 count now with 1 out. Runners on first and second base. Brunnig, the DH/pitcher, is on second, leading the charge.
He doesn't want to swing.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, and this one will be into the crowd as well down the right field line, and that will make it a full count.
Smith's been walking a lot more recently, 13 of them on the year. He's not afraid to swing, though. 3 for 5 yesterday, and came in batting .373 his last 10 games.
He's 0 for against Lyle in their previous matchups. Don't know how many that is. Now you wonder, do you think they'll put the runners in the move here? 3-2. And Logan Lyle might have thought that they were as he leg lifted and went back to second just to make sure that they were staying there.
Good decision by Lyle. I would have done the same thing. Makes sense to take off.
3-2 pitch, runners stay. Swung on. This ball's heading to left center field. One run is going to score. He's coming around third base now, and they're going to wave him around. The second run is coming in. There will be no play at the plate. And we have a new score here at Sanford Memorial Stadium as the DeLand Suns take the 2-1 lead.
Stetson Smith's season has been broken down into two parts. The first part of the year where he really struggled with hitting and fielding. The second part where he looked like a totally new ball player, just making great contact, sending balls into the outfield, becoming a more surefire defender in the process. And you can see it on display there. A 2-run RBI double, and now the Suns have a lead.
And that was a shot off the bat, an absolute laser. I would really like to know the exit velocity on that swing.
Coach Kevin Davidson is the flight scope behind home plate, which measures all the velocities and things of that nature. Maybe we can ask him about that and see how he felt.
You think he's going to tell us what DeLand did on theirs? I don't know about that one.
Especially since they scored 2.
Yesterday I actually went to the facility and I used it. I threw, because I'm a pitcher and I wanted to check it out. I wanted to see what it was, how it was like, and that thing is crazy. It will tell you everything. Your spin rate, how much vertical it goes up and down, and horizontal, how much it moves. It was crazy.
As a product, that's got to be a little tough to market, though. I mean, I feel like it would be a real niche market. In order to try and sell that, because I feel like not many high school teams might have that in their budget, but maybe some college teams might.
Absolutely. I would love to have it because, I mean, I'm going to say I threw my arm out. I threw 141 pitches.
Oh, wow.
I haven't touched a baseball in 2 months. And I just kept wanting to see what numbers were going to show up. So I just kept throwing and throwing and throwing. And now, coming up to bat here, Michael Harcum struck out looking back in the first inning. Takes ball one on the inside part of the plate. Harcum, another guy, batting 0 against Lyle. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on. This ball is hitting to left field. Dathan Pruitt is back to the track. He is on the track, and he has got it for out number 2. Long throw into second base. Just trying to maybe get him there.
Michael Harcum missing his second home run of the year by no more than 2 feet. Just barely couldn't clear that left field wall.
Left fielder, number 5, Allen.
And that's one of those things I mentioned, the wind. Normally the wind is going from right field to left field, so maybe any other day that's a home run here at Sanford Memorial. But a good swing, put a charge into that one. And now Alan Alonzo comes up with a runner on second base and 2 outs. First pitch here comes with the off-speed slider, misses inside for ball 1. One-0 count here. Fastball in there for strike 1 inside part of the plate. Made him back off a little bit there.
Alonzo will get very close to the home plate. A lot of times taking pitches that will be looking like they're so far inside he has to move his body, but they'll be called strikes. Really likes to crowd the plate.
1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit down the left field line and high and deep. Dathan Pruitt on top of the bullpen, and he has got it for out number 3. Very good play there in left field. The awareness to stay and not fall over the bullpen mound out there. So we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, where the River Rats are down by 1 run now. Stick with us here as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Our presenting sponsors for this season, the Sanford Herald and Waste Pro. Hope you're feeling lucky tonight. We're lucky to have you aboard. Hope you'll plan to be here next Wednesday for the playoffs. And we've got a raffle going on. You can win several big prizes. Get a ticket for $1. You get that arm's length for $5 or a full wingspan for $10. You'll be helping out the Rats. And you can win 1 or more of the following prizes. Premium desserts from McDonald's. 5 free kids meals from Duffy's. Free appetizers from Buffalo Wild Wings, got 4 of those. Free chips and queso appetizers, 5 of them from Cheddar's. gift certificates from the Haystacks Restaurant, smoothies from Tropical Smoothie, free month's membership from Coco Fit Club, 5 free kids meals from Cheddar's, 5 free smoothies from Smoothie King, free haircuts from the Sanford Barbershop, 6 months supply, 6 months of car washes from Mr. Car Wash. So grab your raffle tickets. We'll draw in the 6th inning to win 1 or more of those great prizes. Thank you.
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. I'm Cody Shook alongside Luke Hallett, and I just want to say thank you so much, everybody that is tuning in on Facebook Live. A man just walked in front of me and showed me that he's watching the Facebook Live while at the stadium. You don't know what that means to me, and I know it means a lot to Luke over here, because that means that's incredible for the league, and I love it. I'm so glad that we can bring the game to you. And now coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Sergio Lopez. Coming up here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, down by 1 run. Sergio, a guy that has slumped this season, but has started, another one of those guys that has started to get hot as of late.
Lopez is tied for 3rd in the home runs Florida League in home runs with 4, and also leads this team in walks and strikeouts.
The 1-1 pitch here to Lopez. Check swing. Did he go? No. He did not. Ball 2.
11 hits on the year, 4 of them homers. So really, if he's not hitting a home run, he's more or less not just taking pitches.
And I'm going to tell you another thing after this pitch. 2-1. Another check swing. He did not go. Ball 3. 2 of those home runs have come this week. One was a grand slam at Winter Garden. The next day came and hit a solo shot. The 3-1 pitch in there for strike 2. And what Winter Garden was doing to Sergio, they were painting the outside corner, nothing but the outside corner, and they missed one time. Sergio made them pay. The 3-2 pitch misses outside, and Sergio will take the walk down to first base.
Leadoff hitter from the Moccasins of Florida Southern.
And now coming to bat, Omar Villano, one of the most dangerous hitters in this league. Not this team, not in today's game, in the league. This man batted .430 last year, and he's batting over .345 this year.
Set the record for greatest batting average in a single season last year. Very dangerous hitter.
First pitch here. In there for strike 1. And was it you that was here when Sergio got thrown out for the first time of the year, and somebody told me I jinxed it?
Perhaps. I mean, I've been to a lot of ball games this year. Can't confirm, but sounds familiar.
0-1 pitch here. Sergio Lopez takes off for second, and that ball's swung on and hit into center field, and Jay Hayes is underneath it for out number 1. And we saw the frustration there on Omar Villman.
Well, Villman was hoping just to hit that ball and execute the hit and run, but instead he popped it up and was out in the process, not even advancing the runner over.
And at that point, Sergio Lopez was like 10 for 10 on stolen bases, and then he got thrown out. And a lady commented and said that I jinxed him, and I was like, I'm just the stats guy. Like I'm supposed to bring you the message. How am I supposed to get around that? And now coming up to bat, Dathan Pruitt, the left fielder tonight. We've called his name a lot of times tonight. He just made the final 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning.
Speaking of speed, Dathan Pruitt, second in the Florida League in stolen bases with 21. The only player with more, Richie Rivera, who has 24.
You just say 21 and 24? Is that
correct?
Correct. Okay. I know that they were they were tied at 19 at one point. Going to lay down the bunt, pulls it back, doesn't matter. Strike 1 anyways.
Big wild strike zone tonight, boy.
And everybody on this team, 1 through 9, plus the subs, plus everybody on this team can steal a base. It is absolutely incredible.
Never know what's going to call strike zone.
0-1 pitch here on Dathan Pruitt. Long pause on the mound. Going to pick off the first base, slides in easily. Sergio Lopez, I guess, is a big stolen base threat.
Well, there's only one player, I guess I should say position player that hasn't stolen a base this year for Sanford, and that's Parker Quinn with a 3-run homer yesterday.
A 1-pitch. Sergio takes off to second. Swing and a miss. Sergio is out at second base on the caught stealing.
River Rats have been caught stealing twice today. 45th time.
Man.
It's one of the best ways, and really the only surefire way to beat these River Rats is to throw those batters out when they're caught stealing.
Wow, big props behind the plate by Michael Harcum, throwing out 2 River Rats to this point. 0-2 count here on Dathan Pruitt. Curveball misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning, down by 1 run.
And what Harcum's doing especially impressive, and taking into account that he's not a catcher by nature.
1-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and fouled straight back. So the count remains the same. And I feel like that happens a lot during the summer ball. Guys play a lot of different positions. Really anywhere to get reps, anywhere to get in the lineup, and anywhere to help out the team.
Harcum's played 6 different positions this year. Gotten plenty of reps at different spots.
And what is his natural?
Natural, more third base. He started the year there, but then he'll occasionally play second and short. Now really switches between first and catcher.
1-2 pitch. Misses in the dirt.
Hey,
Ball 2 now.
Raffle tickets, got a lot of great prizes. Give them all away in the 6th inning.
Okay. Understandable. And as I notice now, the shortstop, he's got the right hat on. Maybe somebody told him.
They mailed them. The FedEx Expressed it over here.
2's on the board here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dathan Pruitt. Swing and a miss. Strike him out for out number 3. We head to the top of the 4th inning where the DeLand Suns are up 2-1.
Now to start chucking some chickens, courtesy of PDQ Chicken. And here's Erica.
Why does it always look like the guy closer to first base bucket's further away? Is that white line is at an angle? There you go. Oh, Maybe a bird or a dog?
No. Congratulations to our winner. Enjoy your delicious chicken from PDQ Chicken on Reinhardt Road. Fresh, never frozen. Tell them thank you for supporting the Rats once again this season. Leading off for the Suns in the top of the 4th. Here's the center fielder, number 30, Jay.
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. Thank you to everybody that is tuning in on Facebook Live. I really appreciate it. We're here in the top of the 4th inning where the DeLand Suns are coming up to bat with Logan Lyle still on the mound. That is Jay Hayes taking strike number 1. Jay Hayes, the center fielder, swings at this one. Line drive down the left field line, and it will go foul. But wow, did that have some hook on it.
Jay Hayes has some power. The slugging percentage might not show it, but he did partake in the home run derby. Tied for 3rd, hit 4 home runs.
14 RBIs on the year. 0-2 pitch. Outside, misses. Ball 1. And after a guy does that, puts one 350 feet foul, I don't want to come anywhere near him. I'm going to miss in the other batter's box as well. Curveball, try to backdoor him there. Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Hayes is never shaken. He's down 0-2. He'll keep battling.
2-2 pitch. Swung on. This ball is going down the right field line now. And Dewert's unable to get to it, but he was close. 2-2 count still here on Hayes. Struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Jay Hayes, a native of Sanford, Florida. 6 foot, 210 pounds, but has plenty of power.
And a lot of speed, too. Can track a lot of balls down in center field. The 2-2 swung on, fouled straight back off the catcher. Moving forward in this season, this is the last home game for the Rats during the regular season. Tomorrow they'll be at Winter Park, and then the playoffs start. They have clinched the #1 seed, so Wednesday will be a home game. The 2-2 pitch here, swung on and hit to second base. Omar Villeman's got it. 4-3. Put out for out number 1.
You jump into the lead
Came running hard out of the right-hand batter's box.
Papa
Couldn't
Murphy.
make it the first in time, but good to see he's still hustling down the line, even though he was going to be out by
He made
steps.
that closer than what most guys would. And you have to love that type of guy on your team.
Well, Hayes is a consummate professional in a league of college players. It's an infectious attitude throughout the lineup. It's great to have someone like him in the locker room.
And now coming up to bat, Torrey Jordan Jr. popped up down the right field line in his last at bat. First pitch here, curveball. He's going to poke this one into left center field. And unfortunately, Richie Rivera not able to come up with that one. And Torrey Jordan Jr. has himself a 1-out single.
Moving quickly, the aggression continues. Jay Hayes is very patient, but otherwise, the Suns hitters have been very quick to the ball.
First baseman from Augusta State, number 13, Zach Goebel.
Zach Goebel coming up to bat, and in his last at bat, he was the one that hit the line shot to third base where Cody Orther was just barely able to snag that one. First pitch here, swung on, fouled straight back up against the net for strike 1.
Well, Zach Goebel yesterday came in to pitch for the second time all year through 2 1/3 innings, allowed 1 walk, no hits, and earned the win against Sanford.
I'm going to guess that he also hit in that game.
He actually did not.
He did not.
Only pitched.
0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit down the left field line. Shallow this time, but it will be just too far from Cody Orther. So Zach Goebel has seen 3 pitches tonight, and he has swung at all 3.
Just trying to be aggressive, continuing the trend.
Hey, I like it. And sometimes you have to do that. Maybe if you're in a slump, maybe if you're batting in the 100s, and Goebel is batting 209, but he's a very good hitter. You can see it in his swing that he's got a nice swing. He's got 2 home runs. You don't just run into home runs.
No, you're right. And he was supposed to partake in the home run derby, but backed down at the last moment.
0-2 pitch here on Goebel. Runners on the move. This pitch swung on and hit down the right field line. Foul. So Torrey Jordan Jr. will have to come back to first base.
I would like to see Goebel take that pitch. It looked a little high, and Jordan Jr. got an excellent break. We'll have to head back.
So I guess I'm going to have to keep a chart here. He's seen 4 pitches. He's swung at all 4.
Let him get that extra step lead, isn't he?
0-2 pitch here. Bounces it in front of the plate for ball 1. And the streak comes to an end there.
I gotta take him out.
Up next would be Jonathan Miola here with 1 out, 1-2 count. Torrey Jordan Jr. on first base. Big lead. Long pause, 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit over top of second base. And Omar Villeman with the bat behind the basket catch for out number 2.
Big O.
He made it look easy, even though that was anything but routine, and that's why he was an all-star this year.
He is an incredible ball player, and it has been a lot of fun to watch Omar Villeman this entire year. Some of the things that this man can do, it is crazy. And now coming up to bat, Jonathan Miola with 2 outs, runner on first base. Swings the first pitch, going to go down the right field line. Parker Quinn is going to be giving chase, and he does not have it. He was close.
Wow.
Parker Quinn's not Omar Villeman. I mean,
It would have
he
been.
made it look last out real simple, and then you could just see how difficult it was even on Facebook Live. Trying to snag it at a basket catch is no simple task.
I mean,
Nonetheless, 1 strike here on Miola.
the angle.
Coming into this game, DeLand, a 230 team batting average. And we saw that rise, especially because I got to see you really early in the year and then right at the midway point and now here at the very, very end. We've seen that rise exponentially from where it started from. 0-1 pitch swung on and hit into center field. Runner was on the move, on the swing. This pitch is off the wall in center field. It's going to bounce. And now Miola is headed to third base. 1 run's already scored. And Miola's got himself a stand-up, 2-out RBI triple.
Second triple of the year for Jonathan Miola. Now has sole possession of first place on the team. Fourth triple of the year for the Suns. Fun fact, that's actually the third triple that's been hit here at Sanford Memorial by the Suns. Jordan Morrow and Will Hodges had the other one.
I was about to say, I know somebody on the Suns has a triple, and it was a very big one, if I remember correctly.
It was.
Wow. So now we have a new score here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. The DeLand Suns up 3-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. And now the pitcher slash DH hits one to first base. Parker Quinn's got it. He's going to lob it over to his pitcher, and he will step on the bag for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the fourth inning where the River Rats have got some business to do, down by 2 runs here early in this ballgame.
Fans, your attention, please. Will the owner of a blue Mazda MPV, the owner of a blue Mazda MPV, Florida plate 6783HD, 6783HD, please come immediately to the press box because you have the dirtiest car in the parking lot, and we're going to get that Mazda sparkling clean courtesy of Mr. Car Wash. That's right, Mr. Car Wash with 2 locations here in Sanford. When you go by there, ask them about their unlimited wash club. But if you've got that blue Mazda MPV, come on up. We'll get it clean for you at Mr. Car Wash.
Herman, is he the micro winner again? Lord. He looked up. Oh.
I found this.
Oh, yeah.
Leaving Virginia to go to Seminole State. Pretty sure that's this kid.
This?
Viola?
That's
Viola?
Yeah.
He's Seminole State, and then I think he's going to Stetson after that. That's what I'm told. What? Tony Miola, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The goalie for Virginia and Kansas City FC.
Leading off the Rats in the bottom of the fourth, first baseman number 4, Parker Quinn.
Yeah, I think that was his in.
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth inning where Parker Quinn steps up to bat. Here down by 2 runs. The DeLand Suns take strike 1 down the middle on the off-speed pitch.
Running coming back to that off-speed pitch and firing in for a strike, leading off the inning.
0-1 pitch here. Trying to come back to it, but missed a little higher for ball 1.
Not missing by much. The zone a little more wide on the right to left side, the horizontal side, than it is the vertical.
The 1-1. Check swing, but this one was going to go foul and into the dugout. Great grab there by Vladimir Nunez, our second bare hand that we've seen to this point.
I got to give Kevin Davidson more props. That was a shot he caught.
Yeah.
Nunez with a crafty pick.
1-2 count now on Quinn. Curveball swung on and strike him out swinging for out number 1.
Sam Brunick going with mostly off-speed pitches that at bat, and I mean it paid off, but it's not something you'll see mostly.
Coming into this ball game, the Sanford River Rats a .257 batting average, which lands them in the number 2 spot in the Florida College Summer League.
Well, the River Rats are in the top 3 in every single offensive category, with the exception of doubles, which they are at 4th place.
And it's weird because this is a pretty big ballpark. And I feel like if you just put one in the gap, I mean, easily 2. It's really tough to cut him off here. 0-1 count here on Francis Villeman. Swung on and missed. 0-2 count now.
Running, bringing his swing and miss stuff this inning. Made quick work with the first down, and he's got Villeman down 0-2.
And here's the 0-2. Misses inside. Tried to come in there with the fastball in on the hands. Just too far in. The DeLand Suns 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And the Sanford River Rats 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. The 1-2 pitch. Catcher sets up outside. This pitch swung on, hitting to right field. And it's going to go to the track, off his glove. Francis Villeman headed to second base. He's headed around second base. Helmet's coming off, and he will be in there with a slide-in. Triple by Francis Villeman here with 1 out.
Well, the Suns have been moving in for postseason contention, really experimenting with a lot of their lineups. And one of those experimentations, Corey Jordan Jr. in right field, has only played in the field 3 times, primarily a DH. Maybe not the most experienced at trying to track down those balls. That would look like one he might have been able to.
Right fielder.
And for a lot of guys, as you just mentioned, that without experience, once you hit that dirt along the track, you know the wall is coming. And it looked like maybe he pulled up just a little bit right there because he knew that wall was around the corner. Now Dewart's up, number 17, the right fielder, going to try to drive in that run that is just 90 feet away.
Dewart leads the league in hit by pitches. He has 13, the next closest with 9. Not sure why he's been hit so many times.
0-1 pitch in there for strike 2. Do you know who is in second place with 9? Because I want to take a guess. I really think it's Dathan Pruitt. I'm going to have to look.
Pruitt's got 13.
Oh, Pruitt's got 13. The 0-2 pitch. Bounces in front of the plate and hops over the catcher. Back to the backstop. Francis Villeman slides it safely at home. And we have a new score here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. River Rats cut the lead down to 1 run. DeLand leads 3-2.
Well, according to my notes, Jay Hayes is tied for second with Cody Orther. Both of them have been hit 8 times.
The pitcher has been quick enough.
And
However,
we'll get back to
we'll get back to that.
We'll get back to that. All I gotta do is press this button right here. Dathan Pruitt 13, Cody Orther with 9. Maybe you had that switched. No problem. 1-2 pitch inside. 2-2 count now.
Interesting.
The 2-2 pitch here, swung on and hit into left center field, and Dewart has got himself a single. He's going to take the hard turn to second, and he is in there at second base with a single, advancing with the E7.
Alonzo tried to play that ball and quickly move it into the infield, but bobbled it a little bit, and that's what allowed for the runner to reach second.
And for Dewart, 2 for 2 on the night, 2 singles in the exact same spot. Very, very cool.
Watch the replay of that.
Yes, let's do that.
You could change the number, right, if it was a replay? Sure.
And we're going to see a new pitcher.
We will. That'll be all for Sam this day over.
Sam
And he's still the DA.
Sam Bernick, I mean, he did a very good job. Giving up 5 hits, 2 runs, responsible for the runner on second base. And that will be number 25. If I read that correctly, that'd be Thad Harris.
Correct. That is the all-star lefty, Thad Harris.
And coming into this game, on my paper that they give us from the Florida League, it says Thad Harris was supposed to start this game. So maybe
the plan, more than likely, from Coach Hall was to either start Harris or Brunning and then yank the other after a couple innings. That way he can really rotate his pitchers, get him some innings as the season winds down. And Brunning was the starter on paper today and through the first couple innings, but I'm sure he wanted to get that.
Pitching for the Suns.
and Thad Harris is a very good pitcher. We did see him in the All-Star game.
South Carolina. A solid All-Star
Leads his team in
game.
innings
Number
thrown.
25 there. Harris.
1-2 record. This will be his 10th appearance of the year. His 3rd out of relief and an ERA at 3.43. Takes Winthrop University, 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Yeah, 39 in the third innings pitch. That's a lot for a summer ball.
Really is.
3.43 ERA, very respectable, especially in a league that's basically, when you think about it, it's basically all All-Stars. These kids are coming from D1, D2, D3, and junior college schools, and these kids know how to play ball.
This Scorpions is locked up at one of these top 5, bottom 4. The squeeze with those 5 first inning runs. Still
well-deserved
lead the Diamondbacks 5-1.
For the Eagles, his teammate Matt Mulkey done for the year.
And
versus sack his hand, had to go home.
Who's that?
Matt Mulkey. He was also an All-Star.
Yeah, I remember that name. Quick note about Thad Harris. He picked up the W in the All-Star game.
That's true. Pitched 1 inning. Actually was helped out by Mulkey.
2 strikeouts and gave up 1 hit. So
Thad
Harris, your All-Star game winner, Thad Harris.
Third baseman from High Point. Number 8, Cody.
And now he will face
Arthur.
Cody Arthur here with 1 out and a runner on second base. That is Zach Dewart. Francis Villman scored earlier this inning on a wild pitch. Stole home. First pitch here swung on and hit straight up into shallow right field. And it will drop in as that will be a base hit for Cody Arthur. And it will move Zach Dewart up to third base. Very heads-up base running there to move up.
Think about that Omar Villman basket catch we saw. We kept saying, hey, that's not an easy play. And it was on display there. It's a tough one to make, and that one ruled a hit.
And I think that also comes with lack of, you just talked about it, lack of experience in right field. It's nothing against Torrey Jordan Jr. or Nick DeTringo. Both very good athletes, but there's just lack of communication. If you don't work with the guy on a day-to-day basis or whatever, you don't know where that guy's going to be. You don't know what he's going to cue you on and say, hey, it's mine. You don't know those things. So a tough play right there, and not every team can do that. And now we have first and third with 1 out, and Eli Marrero up to bat. Walked in his first at bat.
Eli Marrero, his father, also Eli Marrero, the manager for the Daytona, or the Tortugas in the Red organization.
Wow.
Played several years in the MLB.
Pickoff move to first base. They've got Cody Arthur in a rundown here, and now he is going to be still in it, and the runner did not go home. Cody Arthur tagged out between first and second base after the pickoff move by Thad Harris.
Ceiling 1-3-6-3.
I thought that play was not only huge just because they got the out, but the Suns were very cognizant of the runner at third, making sure he didn't head home.
Never made a motion to come home, did he?
And that one is the caught stealing good old 1-3-6-3 put out for the DeLand Suns. I'm telling you, here at Sanford Memorial, you're just going to see some crazy things.
Never know what you'll see, especially in the Florida League. I mean, these games are sometimes surprising, and that's part of the beauty of it.
And baseball is a beautiful game. Eli Marrero, 2 outs, 0-1 count, runner on third base. This pitch misses, low and away for ball 1. And right there, that's the third caught stealing of the night. Not something that happens too often here. The 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2.
Well, Eli Marrero was drafted in the 29th round by the Reds a few years back. Perhaps the in from his father,
but he's also
a solid ball player as well.
About to say, I think he might have done that just based on skill. He is.
Started his career at Mississippi State, now at St. Thomas. He's an excellent ball player.
1-2 pitch, swung on, hit right back up the middle. There's Stetson Smith. He's got it, comes up with a long throw over to first base. He's got him for out number 3. But the River Rats tack on 1, and they are still down by 1 as the DeLand Suns take a 3-2 lead into the top of the 5th inning.
See if 2 young fans have what it takes to dress like a river rat. Let's send it down to the field. And here's Erica. I think they both deserve a prize, no question about it. Good job, kids, and thank you, Erica and Ralphie.
Jim, they're towing your car away.
Hey, we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. I'm Cody Shook alongside Luke Hallett as we head to the top of the 5th inning. The DeLand Suns lead this one 3-2
Second baseman
against the number 1 seed going into the playoffs here in just under a week. First batter swings at the first pitch, and it will be caught by Francis Villeman for out number 1.
Second time Nick DeTringo has been retired on 1 pitch, led off the game with a 1 pitch out, and smooth sailing now for the River Rats with these quick outs.
Shortstop for the Vikings.
And now coming up to bat, the shortstop Stetson Smith. 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Squares around a bunt, pulls it back, doesn't matter. Strike 1 called. Oh, 1 misses low for ball 1. Smith coming into the game batting .246. No home runs, 4 RBIs. 1-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. And Logan Lyle working into his 5th inning of work here. The 1-2 pitch swung on and hit down the third base line. It's going to go foul. So the count remains the same, 1-2.
Well, Smith at the beginning of the year laid down more bunts than he has now. I mean, he's been hitting the cover off the ball really since the All-Star break, but led off the at-bat with a bunt. I thought it would have been nice to try and see him maybe lay one down, catch the defense off guard. I mean, you see how far back Cody Arthur's playing third.
Absolutely. Even putting it down the first base line with the lefty pitcher. 1-2 pitch. Misses too far inside, ball 2. And why I say the first base line, because the lefty pitcher, he'll fall off towards the third base side. Just a push bunt, like right past him. This pitch swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, swing and miss. Gets away from the catcher. He's going to throw to first base. And he's got him on the drop third strike for out number 2.
And now with Michael Harcum walking to the plate, it's going to be huge if he can extend this inning. You don't want to have Logan Lyle.
Catcher, number 19 from FIU,
in the row. It's going to be like an
Harcum.
pitch count.
62 pitches, 43 strikes.
Absolutely incredible numbers there. 62 pitches, 43 strikes, as this one misses for ball 1. One-0 count here on Harcum. 0 for 2 on the night. Swings at this one. It's going into left field, and Dathan Pruitt is underneath it along the track for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, where the River Rats are going to try to come back in this one down by 1 run. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
We did that earlier.
Fans, if you're under the age of 12, it's that time again. We want to see how fast you really are. Head on down behind the Rats dugout down the first base line, and we'll send you out after this half inning for races of the bases. And everybody that runs the bases will get a coupon good for a free premium dessert, courtesy of our good friend Greg Arthur at the people at Central Florida McDonald's. So head on down, races of the bases. forget the Rats close out the regular season tomorrow as they head over to College Park to play the Winter Park Diamond Dogs, and then back here next Wednesday to open the playoffs.
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium as Thad Harris is still on the mound for the DeLand Suns. Richie Rivera, the speedy center fielder, comes up to bat. Struck out swinging his first at bat.
Richie Rivera.
Saw 5 pitches in his first at bat. Going to try to get something going, especially just getting on base. Here down by 1 run in the bottom of the 5th inning. Swings the first pitch, heads down the left field line, and it will be foul by just a few feet.
A ground ball that, as you said, a couple feet on the wrong side of the chalk for the River Rats. And you knew if Rivera was putting that in fair territory, he was going to be safe at first. I mean, he has wheels.
0-1 count here now on Rivera. Swings at this one, and it will go down the right field line and foul out of play for strike 2.
There's no action in the Suns' pen right now, and rightfully so. Harris was just inserted in this game, but I'd expect Coach Hall not to make an adjustment because of Harris's performance. I mean, he's been spotless so far, but just because he wants to keep the arms rotating.
0-2 pitch. Misses outside. Ball 1.
The Suns' circumstances are different than Sanford's. I mean, they have this game and then tomorrow at Leesburg. They just want to get the pitchers last couple innings for the summer season.
1-2, misses low with this one. 2-2 count now. Rivera, 2 doubles on the year. 2-2 pitch, swung on, hit down the third base line, and that's going to be an E5. Richie Rivera heads to second base, and he turns on the jet, slides in easily at second base. After the E5, Richie Rivera finds himself on second base.
The Suns are not a great defensive team. That was their 64th error of the season. They're 4th most in the Florida League, but have been playing defensively, or better defensively recently.
Designated hitter, number 22 from the Bobcats.
And Richie, I mentioned it earlier, he gets on base in a lot of different ways. He's batting .250 on the year, but his on-base percentage, .355 coming into this ballgame. So very respectable there. As Sergio Lopez comes up to bat, walked in his first at-bat here tonight. A guy that's been really getting it going as of late. Watches this one for ball 1. And the last thing you want to do is walk Sergio Lopez here to make it first and second, especially with the top of the lineup coming up.
And you expect that double steal if that was the case.
Absolutely. 1-0. Swung on it, gets 5-hole through the catcher, and now Richie Rivera moves up 90 feet on the wild pitch.
Now any ball in the outfield is going to score Richie Rivera. I don't think it'd be too far of a statement to say the fastest player in the league. I mean, even at shallow parts could score.
Did you see him turn first base after that? And
he's got some speed.
He turned on the Jets, and he didn't even have to slide. I think he just did it to slow himself down. 1-1 count now on Sergio Lopez. Coming into the game batting .147, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Watches this one outside corner for strike 2. Lopez has 15 walks and has been hit 4 times. So just factor that into his batting average. Obviously, that's on-base percentage, but still, he gets on base. It's been struggling at the plate. Hasn't been able to find the normal Sergio. The 1-2 pitch misses outside. Looked like he tried to come with the slider curveball action and try to backdoor him there. Unable to do it.
Couldn't quite sneak it in over the heart of the plate, just a hair outside.
And Lopez knows what his job is here. Runner on third base, put the ball in play. And now he's going to shorten up his swing here. 2-2 pitch. Misses inside. Ball 3 looked like he came with the hard stuff there, as that one got in there in a hurry. Outfield's playing deep here with nobody out, runner on third base here in the bottom of the 5th inning. DeLand leads 3-2. The 3-2 pitch misses, and Lopez is going to take the free 90 jog down to first base for his 2nd walk of the night. So actually that would be his 17th walk of the season, as that is his 2nd of the night. And now it's 1st and 3rd with nobody out, and one of the most dangerous hitters in the league coming up to bat. Omar Villeman coming into the game, batting .345, 1 for 2 on the day. That makes him 39 for 112 on the year. Pickoff move to first base, slides in safely. Sergio Lopez. He's absolutely a stolen base threat. Did get caught stealing in his first at bat, or first time on the bases. Another pickoff move to first base. That one slides in safe, a lot easier there.
I would be worried not as much the runner's taking off from first to second, but if he does that, the runner taking off from third to home. Sun's been burnt a couple times on the double steal this year.
First pitch here to Villeman, turns away, ball gets past the catcher, and now there's going to be a play at the plate. He slides in, and he is tagged out by the catcher, Harcum. And Richie Rivera thinks that he got in there safely, in the frustration as he throws his helmet into the dugout.
Can't run.
1-0 count now on Omar Villeman. Sergio moves up to second base.
Put out 2 unassisted. That is not a caught stealing. Runner advances on fielder's choice.
That is not a caught stealing on that one, as it was a wild pitch. A 2 unassisted put out. And Sergio moves up to second base.
That's about the 3rd time they've...
Mound visit here. And now he's going to talk to the umpire. What do you think he's talking about?
Not quite sure. I mean, you got the out on that play. Maybe just trying to go over the runner into the first or second. Maybe interference of some sort. I'm not really sure.
A little part of me thought that he slid in safely. It looked like it was an awkward tag.
Well,
because it looked like his leg.
Very close play, but I mean the home plate umpire has the best.
Oh yeah,
of these
absolutely.
Things, so, I mean you gotta defer to him.
So maybe something. And now both umpires are going to be talking between home and third base. Up on the line, Sergio Lopez on second base. Omar Villeman batting .667 against Thad Harris. So if I do my math correctly, that would be 2 for 3.
I believe that's correct. I was no mathematician, but yeah.
And absolutely nothing comes from the meeting. Maybe the field umpire is now talking to the first base coach. But nothing out after that.
Still out.
Omar Villeman, 1-0 count here with 1 out. Stetson Smith playing right behind second base where Sergio Lopez is, and right in that big gap is where Omar likes to hit the ball. Lefty-lefty matchup here. The 1-0 pitch. Not coming as he's going to step off, but nothing happening. Sergio slides in, and he is certainly causing mayhem out there.
He is, and the Suns are one of the teams that really like to throw back to the bases. I mean, we've seen in every game the River Rats and the Suns have played. They'll throw over almost as many times as they need.
1-0 count here. Thad Harris leg lift, steals. Outside corner in there for strike 1. And I know that you're a Suns fan, obviously. It comes with the territory. Would you want the River Rats to break the record for most wins in a regular season?
They'd have to beat the Suns. So
1-1 pitch. Drops in the curveball in there for strike 2. So you're saying you don't want to witness history?
I didn't say that necessarily. I just said I don't want to beat the Suns.
Oh, man. 1-2 count now on Omar Villeman. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Sergio on second base. Swung on a hit to Nick DeTringo at second base. A great grab, and he will have the 4 unassisted double play to end the 5th inning. We head to the top of the 6th inning, where the DeLand Suns are going to try to add to their 3-2 lead.
Time for races of the bases.
Let them go.
And they're off. Got them all. Don't run over each other. Fastest fans in the league. Don't forget to get your coupon good for your free dessert at McDonald's. Oh, the face funny. It's really bad. Wow.
Sometimes the rubber rats think they're invisible. They don't realize the other team can still see them.
And down the stretch he comes. Got to touch the base. Oh, he's going the wrong way.
I don't think he likes her outfit too much.
And they're safe at home. All right, good job, kid. First and third, nobody out. Bang, bang.
Call on the bases. How is he running on that ball?
Assume bad read.
Yeah, it was horrible. Wasn't close. I don't know that he made a read. Looks like it. That's, see what he got listed on there. Make a guess from there, huh? Is that Marbury? Sure. Yeah, that's it.
Now pitching for the Rats. From Lake County and the Sharks of Nova Southeastern University, number 16, Tommy Marbury.
Is that the 4th time they've been called on the bases? I think it is. Only twice in that inning, and then twice before, yeah.
I think they've been officially called for this 3 now.
What number is that? 5?
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium as we head to the top of the 6th inning in this incredibly eventful ball game. Tommy Barbary is our new pitcher on the mound from Nova Southeastern right here in Florida. First pitch in there for strike 1 on Alan Alonso.
Barbary, 5th in the league in innings pitched. Has thrown 36 innings his last time out. 5 innings. 4 earned run and earned the win.
If I look at my notes correctly, he's 4-0. Oh, as he hits Alan Alonso on the back of the elbow, and he walks over to the dugout immediately. As that one is definitely hurting Alonso. But he will be fine, and he will make the walk down to first base after the hit by pitch.
Alonso was hit by a pitch on
Alan Alonso.
the same wrist earlier a few weeks back and had to ice it.
Better fielder, the Iron Man, 102 in the entire league, to play every game for their team. Chris J. Hayes.
And now coming up to bat, Jay Hayes, the center fielder, 0 for 2 tonight. And Tommy Barbary is 4-0 with 1 save and a 4 ERA. 36 innings pitched. First pitch misses for ball 1 on Jay Hayes. Hayes batting .211 coming in this one. Takes strike number 1. One pitch. Misses outside with the fastball. 2-1 now. Hayes grounded out to second base in the 4th inning, and he was the man that hustled it out, and we talked about Jay Hayes for a while. 2-1 pitch, swung on and hit down the right field line, and it goes foul and out of play. And that kid, I'm sure we'll see him in just a second as he runs after that ball. Going to bring that one in up for free cookie dough, brought to you by Papa Murphy's. 2-2 pitch coming, swung on and fouled into the first base dugout. Another grab, but I'm going to say that's the third best grab we've seen tonight.
You can tell that injury is bothering Alonso a lot. I mean, he almost had a non-existent lead at first. He's got a small one here, and he's really shaking that over.
2-2 count, nobody out. Runner on first base. This pitch misses outside. Ball 3. Barbary, the new pitcher, replacing Logan Lyle. Lyle would be taking home the L tonight if the score remains the same. 3-2 pitch, swung on and hit to the 5.5 hole. Cody Arthur lays out, going to throw to second base. He's got him for out number 1. Cody Arthur making an incredible diving stop and better throw to second base.
Excellent throw and a nice grab, man. It would have been left to Francis Miller to try and turn 2 or even get 1 would have been difficult. It wouldn't surprise me to see Alonso sit out the rest of this game just to precaution.
There's a right fielder, number 27, Tory Jordan.
Fall ball or his collegiate season at Lake Sanford.
And we will keep an eye on that one and bring it to you as fast as we know. But now Jay Hayes on first base. Tory Jordan Jr. coming up to bat. Had a single 2 innings ago. Fouls this one straight back for strike 1. Thank you to everybody watching on Facebook Live. I appreciate all the likes and the comments. If you could please just share it so that way more people can tune in to Suns and River Rats action. We're here in the top of the 6th inning. This pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Tory Jordan Jr. did score a run back in the 4th inning. Looks like Jay Hayes has a big lead over there at first base. He stays. 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled back, so the count remains the same.
Little defense swing by Jordan Jr. there. 4th in the league in strikeouts, has 34 on the year and down 0-2. He's in a precarious situation.
And you said Jordan Jr. is normally the DH.
He primarily is. This is his 3rd time playing in the field.
0-2 pitch. Misses low and away. I think he brought the change up there, but was unable to get him to swing at it. 1-2 pitch, 1 out, runner on first base. He offered it going, but he swings and strike him out, swinging for out number 2. I was more focused on the runner there, as it looked like Jay Hayes was taking off for second base.
Well, that's something the Suns and even the River Rats will do from time to time. They'll look like they're going to take off.
First baseman, number 13,
Zach the bag, and then head back to the first or second base bag where they're coming from.
Did you know that the DeLand Suns coming into this game, 24 stolen bases?
I did know that. Fewest in the Florida League, been caught stealing only 9 times as well.
And this pitch swung on and hit down the third base line. Cody Arthur's going to lay out for it, unable to get it. Jay Hayes rounded second base. He's headed to third, and they're going to wave him around, but he is going to stop at third base. And that is a stand-up double for Zach Goebel.
Good decision not to send Jay Hayes. He would have been toast had they decided to send him home. Arthur had that ball and could have made the tank on the third base side, third base line even.
And Cody Arthur able to make the one diving stop, unable to make that one there. And that brings up Jonathan Miola, the third baseman,
Call me, Tony.
has a RBI triple. And I'm sorry, but I'm not hoping for any more of that magic. Tommy Barbary on the mound for the River Rats. First pitch here to Miola, misses outside, ball 1. And now that Brunig is out of the game, who hits in his spot?
He's not out of the game.
Technically, he can still DH.
He'll just stay the
We'll see what
DH.
happens exactly with that, but
Wow.
I expect him to stay in.
1-0 pitch, swung on, hit into center field. Richie Rivera is underneath it, and he's got it. For out number 3, we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, where the River Rats are down by 1 run.
We have our rapid drawing after this half inning. Appreciate your participation in that. Don't forget, next Wednesday we open the playoffs right here. The Rats clinching their 4th consecutive pennant this year, and they will open the playoffs against the winner of the 4 and 5 play-in game. We don't know at this stage because of the tightness between 2, 3, and 4 who that will be, but it will be right here. Ready right now? Well, let's see.
You can wait it. If you do it at the end, you can do it at the end.
We'll read a few of them?
Do whatever you want.
We'll wait.
Go on.
Bottom 5, the underdogs coming back a little. They trail the squeeze 5-3 in College Park. Bottom 7, the Lightning at the Scorpions. They're tied at 2. Lightning and the Scorpions in a virtual tie for 3rd. Percentage points separating them.
The Suns are 6 for 24 tonight. The Rats are 6 for 14.
Leading off for the Rats.
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, Dathan Pruitt comes up to bat here. 0 for 2 on the day. Going to try to get something going as they are down by 1 run. Thad Harris still on the mound for the DeLand Suns. First pitch in there for strike 1. DeLand 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. The River Rats 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. And we've seen a little bit of that, the high swing and miss tonight.
They've been really peppering that top part of the zone, trying to induce those swings and misses, and so far it's been working.
0-2 pitch here on Pruitt. Swung on and hit down the right field line. Torrey Jordan Jr. is going to give chase, but it will be just too far away. And as I look that way, I think head coach Kevin Davidson is talking to somebody warming up in the bullpen, so we might be seeing a new pitcher here within an inning or 2.
There is action in the Suns' pen as well. Thad Harris going to have at least, I think, 1, maybe 2 more innings in him, but not for everyone.
0-2 pitch, swung on, hit right back at Thad Harris, and the PFPs pay off for out number 1.
Good reaction time by Harris. That ball was hit pretty hard off the bounce, but just got his glove in the perfect spot. It was an easy out for him.
And it looks like in left field, Alan Alonso stayed in the game.
First baseman,
If my eyes aren't deceiving me.
Yes, that's him practicing his swing out there.
And Parker Quinn is now up. He will watch strike number 1. That's another thing we've seen a lot tonight. The first pitch curveball off speed for strike 1. 0-1 here. Outside misses, ball 1.
Just trying to throw off the Sanford hitters, not expecting those first pitch off speed.
The wind is still going from left field to right field here. Not too much of a factor. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. For strike 2, it looked like a two-seam fastball there that started down the middle and just ran completely off.
Harris has really stepped in and found his groove, pitching nicely.
1-2 pitch. Strike him out looking for out number 2.
Wow.
And that was a interesting pitch to take a fastball, and it looked like it was over the outside part of the plate.
Shortstop, number 1, French.
Sure, it's emotion on
Real
it,
long.
throws the hitter. Nice pitch.
And you don't always expect a 1-2 fastball on the outside part. You expect it to be off the plate. You expect a curveball in the dirt. You expect a high fastball. You don't expect a strike, usually 1-2. Now Francis Villeman steps up, and that ball swung on and hit into the first base dugout. Hits off the net right next to it. So no lucky grab there.
No, and thank goodness Zach Dewars is all right there.
Yeah, that one went right over his head. The 0-1 here to Villeman. Misses in the dirt. Ball 1. Thad Harris working into his 3rd inning of work here. Coming into the game, 39 and a 3rd innings pitched. This pitch swung on and it kind of looked like a half swing there for strike 2.
Francis Villeman probably just trying to make contact, put that one in play anywhere, and as soon as he realized it was going to be a tough one to swing on, kind of pulled it back.
1-2 pitch, swung on and strike him out swinging to end the 6th inning. We head to the 7th with the DeLand Suns leading this one 3-2. Stick with us. We've got 3 more innings of regulation play, and you won't want to miss it.
Winning tickets, we're going to read the last 3 digits of your raffle ticket. If you've got the winning ticket, come on up to the press box there. We've got your prize for you. And if your ticket is not drawn, hang on, because we may have to redraw if the prize is not claimed. First winning ticket number 189, 189. Come on up. 775. You're a winner. 775. 203 is a winner. Come on up. 203. 755 has got a prize. 755. 802. 802 a winner. 092. 092 is a winner. 682. 682. Come on up. 812 is a winner. 812. 234. 234 is a winner. 831 has got a prize. 831. 245. 245. 128. 128. Come on up. 766. 766 and 815. 815. All winners. Come on up.
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium as we head to the top of the 7th inning. The DH, former pitcher, I should say, Sam Bruning, is up to bat here. The lefty, going to try to get something going, had a single and scored a run back in the 3rd inning. Very tall lefty with an open stance. Watches the first pitch for ball 1.
Running a native of DeLand, Florida. His only time batting other than today was on June 28th against Leesburg.
The 1-0. Swung on and fouled straight back for strike 1.
Running a student athlete at Embry Riddle. Teammates with Vincent Rosales and Troy Knapp. Knapp leads this team in appearances with 14.
Yeah, that's grateful.
1-1 count now on the DH. Swung on and fouled straight down, and it looks like he wants to just swing it. He is all for it.
I've been told he plays in the field for Embry Riddle on occasion, so it's not like this is a completely foreign ground for him, but still not his first place.
1-2 misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Big guy. He had a ton of pop for a big guy.
I think he's still second all time in hits.
2-2 count here on.
Good fielder for a little person.
And he's going to roll this one over to second base. Omar Villeman has got it for the 4-3 putout. Out number 1.
Running made some good contact on that one, but just hit it too close to Omar Villeman at second base, and that's the first down of the frame.
And we're seeing a lot of these DeLand Suns hitters run the ball out. They're all about it.
Second baseman, number 29,
It's still running hard, it's still holding their heads high, and they should be. They still accomplished a fair amount despite not making the playoffs.
He was a big guy.
And they seem like a good group of guys, especially when they won they were in the All-Star game, the guys that participated in it. And when they won, they were just so excited because it felt good. It felt good to get that winning spirit.
High character ball players on this Suns team.
He was met for 17
All
years. I want to say.
straight shots as that pitch is in there for.
So what team they play for?
They're all really high quality, high character guys. Ones that aren't going to cause problems in the locker room, and that's exactly what you want to have.
Absolutely, especially on a summer ball team. You're here to play baseball and you're here to have fun. As the 1-1 pitch swung on, it popped straight up to Francis Villeman right behind shortstop for out number 2. And for DeTringo, that was his second pop-up to shortstop tonight. Coming in the game, batting .267, 0 for 3 on the night, so not a normal night for Nick DeTringo. And now batting Stetson Smith.
I think he's played the most games for the year.
He did?
I don't believe so.
Comes up here, up by 1 run, so they're still hanging on to that. But last night, there was a comeback, so maybe tonight, for the Riverettes, they're going to need a comeback. As this pitch misses for ball 1. And at this point, the Riverettes are chasing a little bit more than the Suns, so it's not like the Riverettes are just going to let this one go. The 1-0 pitch, check swing, he did go, strike 1. Alejandro Martinez, the normal first baseman, getting the night off. John Jones, the catcher, DH, getting the night off for the Riverettes. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2, and that one looked nasty.
That had some late movement and break on it. That Smith wasn't ready for it. That was a tough pitch to hit.
Pretty good player, if I remember.
1-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. DeLand leads 3-2. The 1-2 pitch, check swing. He did not go as that one misses outside, and we have 2s on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Stetson Smith going to try to get something going here. Coming into the game, batting .246. Swings at that one and strike him out for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Time to stretch here at Sanford Memorial Stadium.
How we doing?
We're good.
All right. All right, fans, we appreciate you coming out tonight. Hope you'll be back on Wednesday. Time to stand up and stretch. 7th inning stretch brought to you by 1EW Fitness. Join in singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Everybody, a 1, a 2, a 3. Take. Hey, good job, outstanding. That a new picture? Nope. 26. The 26 pitching?
What's up? I think it's still 25?
DeAndre Knight, right?
That's not DeAndre Knight.
No, he's right.
That's still Thad Harris, I think. Yeah. That's still Thad Harris, I think.
Okay. Yeah, 25, I'm sorry.
Okay, cool.
1.6. Leading off for the Rats in the bottom of the 7th.
And we're back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. I'm Cody Shook alongside Luke Hallett. Thanks for tuning in all night long. We're here in the bottom of the 7th inning where Zach Dewart is coming up to bat against Thad Harris, a man that has shut the Riverettes down to this point. Riverettes are down by 1 run. takes that one for strike number 1. Dewart 2 for 2 to this point with 2 singles and a run scored. Stranded on third base in his last at bat. The 0-1 pitch misses. Ball 1. One count here. Misses low. Ball 2. And there's no activity going on in the Suns bullpen, so this is Thad Harris's inning.
Going to be his show, and there was action earlier. Not sure where they went, but just let it ride out, and why not? He's been good.
2-1 pitch. Misses in the dirt. Ball 3. And do you think maybe a walk here would get somebody in motion?
It might, but I think this is going to be Harris's final appearance of the season. They probably just want to let it ride out, I suppose.
And he is very good. The All-Star Game winner. The 3-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. Dewart thought he had a free base there.
A generous strike call, even from the visiting team
Usually when the
perspective.
catcher stands up, the catcher is the ball.
3-2 pitch here to Dewart. Misses, and he will take the free 90 jog down to first base to start the bottom of the 7th inning, and there it is. We are starting to see a little bit of activity going on
Let us count the way.
in the DeLand Suns bullpen.
Well, they probably just want to make sure they can hang on.
Third baseman, number
Really,
Ocho.
Coach Hall can't lose here. Either let
All-Star,
Harris continue
Cody.
out and, finish
Ortho.
off the inning, finish on his final appearance, or he removes him and maybe uses him again.
And now coming at the bat from High Point, Mr. Singles, Cody Orther, the third baseman tonight, takes this one for ball 1. Cody Orther 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Runner on first base. Cody Orther trying to put this one somewhere out into the outfield. He's going to square around a bunt, and he misses it. Strike 1. 1-1 count now and on Cody Orther, and you wonder, are they going to stick with that?
It wouldn't surprise me to see them do that. I think that would be what they will do here. I mean, there's still one strike.
They have 16 sacrifice bunts on the year, so this would be number 17. 1-1 count. Cody Orther squares around again, but he's going to pick off the first base, slides in safely. So I guess they will be sticking with that plan as he did square around to bunt. 1-1 pitch. Squares around, gets it down, but it's going to go foul straight back for strike number 2.
And now there's more than likely not going to be a bunt, but I've seen it a couple times for the Suns where they've laid one down with 2 strikes. What do you think the likelihood of it happening is?
I personally don't think they will, because the Sanford River Rats have this weird obsession with not getting the bunt down on the first 2 pitches and then getting a hit. They love doing it, and I assume that's what's going to happen here. Never mind. He's going to square around to bunt, sacrifice himself, pulls it back, misses for ball 2.
It could be one of those situations where he shows bunt and then takes it back, even trying to catch the Suns off guard.
I think this might be to send a message like, we need this run. You need to get the bunt down, square around early, get it down. 2-2 pitch. Pulls it back, gets away, and Dewart's going to move up to second base regardless of what happens in this at-bat. Pass ball as Cody Orther was able to pull it back. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and now what do you do?
I think, now you definitely go for the hit. Now, you could always perhaps bunt it down, go to third. I think they're going to lay down and try and get a hit, but I think that ball surprised Harcum, thinking he was going to connect with the bunt and didn't, and that's why it was a pass ball.
And now he's going to square around to bunt again. The first baseman was going to be charging on that one. Cody Orther, only 9 strikeouts in 103 at-bats. So not a guy that's going to strike out too often, a good 2-strike approach. 3-2 pitch, he's going to square around to bunt, and he gets it down, and it's to the third base side, and he will be out at first base, but he gets the job done and moves Dewart over to third base with 1 out.
That was almost a disastrous play. Harris did a nice job charging that baseball, and the throw was a able to pick it off the
Catcher,
ground.
Eli.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
And a home run,
Real nice play by the first pitch. That's a tough play.
And now the infield will be in. The outfield is going to come in a few steps here as they know the importance of that run on third base. Very speedy. Zach Dewart, the right fielder, on third base. And now Eli Marrero comes up to bat. 0 for 1 with a walk to this point.
Infield's in.
Infield in. First pitch. Swung on and hit down the right field line. Goes foul. Strike 1 on Eli Marrero. His batting average versus Stat Harris, what do you think it is?
667.
He's 0 for.
Oh, well.
And Stat Harris, very good pitcher, so understandable. 0-1 pitch here to Eli Marrero. Swung on, hit down the right field line. This one's going to be fair, and it's going to be headed down the line. Eli Marrero is going to head towards second base. 1 run scored. A long throw into second base and off the line. And Eli Marrero, RBI double down the right field line, and we have a new score here at Sanford Memorial Stadium as the Riverettes tied up 3-3.
Marrero was perfectly placed down the right field line. First baseman didn't have any chance to get to him. Jordan Jr. wouldn't have been able to get
Center fielder,
quick enough.
Richie.
And that's how you score a run.
Rivera.
And you wonder there, if the infield's not in, do you think he has that ball?
No, I don't think he does. It was still going to be a tough play
Yeah.
for him. I think that one's
Yeah.
still in.
All right. And now comes to bat, Richie Rivera with the man on second base. Tied up 3-3 now here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Big lead at second. Richie's going to square around the bunt. Bunting right back up the middle. Bounces off the grass a little bit. Richie Rivera is out at first base. But the sacrifice works to get Eli Marrero over to third base.
Now it's dangerous because it's just a wild pitch away from scoring. That's the whole reason for that sacrifice.
And now, yeah, Sergio Lopez now comes up to bat. 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Been stranded on second base and was caught stealing back in the 3rd inning. This is a very tough job here. You basically have to, any way on you can get on. Swings the first pitch, fouls it straight back for strike 1. Thad Harris on the mound still. Nobody warming up in the bullpen, but they are all standing down there. 0-1 pitch here to Lopez. Misses in the dirt for ball 1. And it's not like you can walk him or pitch around him with the open bases on first and second because in the on-deck circle, Omar Villeman.
Got to be careful in these situations and just get the out.
1-1 pitch. Misses. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And I'm really hoping for a strike here so I can say there's 2s on the board. As Sergio is number 22. So there would just be a multitude of 2s on the board. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit into right field. Torrey Jordan Jr. is underneath it. And he has got it for out number 3. The F9 to end the 7th takes us to the top of the 8th inning. Tied up 3-3.
Time to get dizzy. You know it, you love it. It's the Dizzy Bat Race. And a couple of ladies down there are going to dizzy it up. Here's Erica. I'm not doing it like.
New pitcher?
Yeah, 32 is it? Who was 32 tonight? Everybody.
that Kobe Weaver?
Beaver.
Who is it? You don't know?
I think it's Weaver. Yeah.
Cody Weaver? Kobe Weaver? Thank you.
Beaver.
What number is he?
Number.
Now pitching for the Rats, wearing number 32 tonight for the Patriots of Dallas Baptist, Cody Weaver. Winter Guard with a 7-3 lead over the Diamond Dogs, bottom six.
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium as we head to the top of the 8th inning. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Sanford River Rats. It is going to be Kobe Weaver from Dallas Baptist, the 6'1", 220-pound junior left-hander. Has a big job to do here, and it's hold the game.
Gotta make sure no more runs crossed if you're a Sanford fan. If you're DeLand, you want to make sure the same thing. We could be seeing bonus baseball. Who knows?
Don't say that. I mean, I love baseball, but between these two teams, we've seen a lot of barn burners, extra innings, and walk-offs. And last night you saw a very big game.
2 was a curveball.
Very Parker Quinn 3-run home run.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very exciting. It had a flair for the dramatic.
Yeah.
It was a come from behind win and a home run.
Just a classic
Funny action.
Suns River Rats game. And the first batter that Weaver will face will be Michael Harcum. 0 for 3 on the night. And we're going to see the second mound visit by Eli Marrero.
Yeah, he's going to rip a double.
Before the first pitch.
Before the first pitch is even thrown. Going to get these signs all figured out.
One's a fastball.
I'm sure it's very tough to see down there.
2's a curveball. 3's a changeup.
No.
And Michael Harcum steps into the box. Here in the top of the 8th inning, all tied up 3-3. The first pitch from Weaver misses high for ball 1.
5 is
The Suns 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. The River Rats 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Was it 2?
And Harcum taking over the catching duties today. He's had a lot to deal with. I feel like there's been several pitches that have just been low and in the dirt. Suns pitching there a lot.
He has done an exceptional job throwing out 3 River Rats. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. And you can't forget the one that bounced off of the wall behind home plate on the wild pitch. And then he got the ball and tagged him out at home plate. And that was Richie Rivera, one of the fastest guys in the league. So he is doing a great job behind the plate tonight. Michael Harcum, the 1-2 pitch, swung on and hit out of the stadium. And I see a couple kids running after that one. They're going to try to get some free cookie dough if they bring that baseball back up here. 1-2 pitch. No outs, top of the 8th inning. Harcum 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. Swings at this one, and it's going to land on top of the first base dugout, and almost a great catch there without looking. But we're going to have to put that one at the bottom of the list as he was unable to catch it.
Very close, but I couldn't quite come up with it.
1-2 count still on Harcum. And here's the pitch. Misses for ball 2. Harcum, not a guy that's seen too many pitches tonight. Saw 2 pitches in 2 at-bats tonight. 2 of his 3. Only saw 2 pitches. The 2-2 pitch here. Swung on and fouled it. Did that ball hit before home plate?
I think so.
And then he still hit the ball.
Yeah. Might have been best to lay off ball 3, but I mean, it was probably such a spur-of-the-moment type deal. I had to be quick to say.
2-2 count here on Harcum. Batting 1,000 versus Kobe Weaver, a guy with 21 in the 3rd innings pitched. 2-2 pitch, swung on and hit straight up, and it's going to go out of the stadium straight back towards my car.
Credit to Arkham for staying alive, just fouling off these pitches. Had a couple gutsy takes as at bat as well. We'll see if it lies in for him in this pitch.
Weaver, 20 strikeouts through 21 1/3, so almost 1 strikeout per inning. The 2-2 pitch here.
Like this pizza here.
Swung on and strike him out swinging. Drop third, strike throw down to first base. Out number 1.
The quality at bat that went to Weaver. He'll now have to deal with Alan Alonso. We'll see how he deals with his injury to his elbow he suffered his last at bat.
It looks like he has a elbow guard on.
5, Alan Alonso.
He does, yeah, on that left elbow.
I couldn't imagine getting hit there twice. Ooh,
No, thank you.
absolutely not. Alan Alonso coming out to bat, hit by a pitch in the 6th. Had a single in the 2nd inning. Watches this one for ball 1. And he also popped up to left field
Yeah, it looks like he throws a screwball.
back in the 3rd inning.
Nobody has thrown one in years that I know of.
It's good to see him stay in the game, though. Don't want a guy to be injured and have to come out of the ball game. The 1-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. And that one, I think that their signals were crossed up there because
It's a curveball.
Eli Moreira's going to go talk to his pitcher again. This is the 3rd time in this inning. And it didn't even look like he was trying to frame that ball.
Not really, no, but Alonso really crowds that plate. Maybe it was just over that inside part, and you might not be able to tell
How you're
just because Alonso's so close it doesn't look like a strike, but umpires think it is.
Yeah, it's just
1-1 pitch here from Kobe Weaver, 2.53 ERA. Gets him to swing at it, heads down to the line to Cody Arthur, long throw over, 5-3 put out for out number 2.
That was a shot off the bat that Arthur was able to corral and then made a pinpoint throw over to first base.
Center fielder, number 30, Jay Hayes.
And now coming up to bat, Jay Hayes. Oh for 3 on the night. Grounded into a fielder's choice 5-3 in his last at bat. We're here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning in this tie ball game. Kobe Weaver, the 3rd pitcher of the night for the River Rats. And the starter, Logan Lyles, now off the hook for the loss. 0-1 count here on Jay Hayes. And it will miss outside for ball 1. Jay Hayes coming in this game batting .211 with 1 home run.
That home run hit on the first week of the season against Leesburg.
1-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. And for some guys, not all guys, but when they hit a home run, we saw it happen to Francis Villeman. When you hit a home run, you start maybe swinging for the fence a little bit. Your swing changes just a little bit, and you might go into a little slump as the 1-2 pitch misses outside, and we have 2s on the board here. And
Well, I mean, part of that is the Suns play their home games at Melching Field. It's a very deep park. As a result, Hayes isn't able to belt out quite as many as he might if he played at a different park.
absolutely, the 2-2 pitch here misses high for ball 3, and 14 RBIs on the season. Jay Hayes, very good base runner as well. I would say even better center fielder.
Absolutely. He doesn't play center field, or he didn't play center field for the majority of the season. It was really Matt Mulkey playing there, and then he moved over after his injury.
The 3-2 pitch here in the dirt, walks him on the full count curveball in the dirt.
24th walk of the year for Hayes, only extending his lead in the Florida League.
He now comes up Torrey Jordan, the right fielder.
Right fielder, number 27,
Mostly DH.
Torrey Jordan.
You've mentioned it. This is only his 3rd game playing the field. Comes up against the lefty Weaver with a runner on first base and 2 outs. Slide step to home, swung on and missed for strike 1.
surprising. Usually takes a couple.
Jordan is 1 for 3 on the night with the single into left field. Coming into the game batting .265.
Jordan Jr. is real hit or miss a lot of times. Some days he'll have those amazing games where he's 2 or 3 or 3 for 4, and there's other days where he just can't quite hit the ball.
And speaking of streaks, as Eli Moreau's going to go talk to the pitcher again here, have you seen what Jose Altuve is doing?
Oh yeah, batting .500 this month in
absolutely
in July. It's unreal.
Crazy. We're here on the 29th day of July. He's batting .500.
He'd be the highest batting average in a calendar month in MLB history. I mean, rightfully so.
Who, between him, Judge, and Chris Sale, who's your MVP vote in the AL? The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2.
You know, that's a tough decision. Right now, I'm going to say it's going to be Judge, and I'm not putting Mike Trout into that conversation either if Trout comes out. And I mean, he missed time with an injury, but Judge has been a little cold. He, hit a home run yesterday, but he starts finding his footing. I think Judge is going to win it.
0-2 pitch here, swung on and strike him out swinging.
What do you do?
For
foul ball.
They're going to call that a foul ball. Head coach Kevin Davis is going to come out and talk to the home plate and field umpire at the same time.
We can't go to second if it's a foul ball. He caught the ball.
And that was a short conversation, but the runner's going to have to go back to first base as they call that one a foul ball.
First, it's a foul ball. Oh, really? You just figured that one out, huh?
0-2 count remains here on Torrey Jordan, and I'm sure we're going to finish this MVP conversation here in a minute because I'm sure we can talk all day about this. But you're a National League guy.
I am.
You like the Reds.
That's great.
I remember that. 0-2 count here. Swung on and hit to Cody Ortho at third base. He's going to make the throw to first base, and a great pick by Parker Quinn. 5-3 put out to end the top of the 8th inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning where the River Rats and the Suns are tied up 3-3.
Barbary Family and Haystack's Restaurant. They supply tonight's team meal. And, of course, our presenting sponsors, the Sanford Herald and Waste Pro. We appreciate their support all season long once again. And should we get Nevada up here? Yeah. If Nevada is in the house, come on up and get your coupon for a free one-topping pizza from our foul ball sponsor, Papa Murphy's. We appreciate it.
There he is. Comment down. He's the head of the Wolfpack, that Nevada guy. $26.
2-6. Papa Murphy's. That's DeAndre Knight. See, I told you, DeAndre Knight. Now pitching for the Suns from the thundering herd of Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia, number 26, DeAndre Knight.
Remember his brother Daryl, catcher?
Is that really his brother?
Yeah.
Played for one of the College Park teams. No, the Orlando Monarchs. Yes, there you go. He was drafted, wasn't he? Or
The Nets.
he played all? Or?
Yeah, released.
Yeah. Tough guy. Big, tough, strong guy.
He's come to a couple of the games.
Sure.
He's been around there.
Who was the guy that ran that team for a few years? Weeks?
Ricky Weeks dad.
Now, wasn't there another Weeks brother?
Jamal.
He didn't make it, or
I don't know. I don't know if he's still kicking around somewhere, but
is Ricky still in the big leagues?
I don't know.
I want to say the A's or
Somewhere out west.
He's with the Rays.
the Rays. No.
Yeah, see you next week. See you. Lucas Duda.
And we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning with Omar Villman coming up to bat. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
New pitcher,
DeAndre
Knight, teammates with Michael Gizzi at
Second baseman, number 3, the
He
go
has
Omar.
the most wins of any he pitched on the Suns roster. His last time out against the Scorpions, through 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits, earned a no decision. 14th appearance of the year for DeAndre Knight now ties him with Troy Knapp for most on the team.
And Omar Villeman, an MVP in his own rights, coming up to bat. Swings the first pitch, it heads right back up the middle, and he's got himself a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Interesting fact about DeAndre Knight, this is his 3rd year in the Florida League. Each year, he's always comes at the open tryout, so that what they do is they set up a tryout for all the players that aren't on the team already. And then he got picked up every single year by a different team this year. Happy good Suns.
Wow, that is absolutely awesome, and you love to hear things like that. As Dathan Pruitt comes up to bat here with Omar on first base. 2 for 4 on the night. Omar is now just going to keep raising that batting average. Dathan Pruitt squares around to bunt, pulls back, misses for ball 1. And back to our MVP conversation. Chris Sale, you don't have him in there?
Here's my opinion. I'm not a big fan of giving pitchers the MVP award because they already have the Cy Young. Now, I understand Clayton Kershaw has won it before, Justin Verlander's won it before, but I think the Cy Young is plenty as that pitch, a wild pitch, gets away from Mark, a runner advances to second.
They're going to label that one's a pass ball.
Pass ball, pardon me.
8-4, the
but no, I think Sales is
bottom
the
7.
front runner for sure for the Cy Young. I just am not a big fan of giving the MVP to the pitcher.
I just think, well, I'm a Red Sox fan.
Okay.
So obviously I'm not going to pick Judge.
Sure.
But he's so dominant. You take him off that team, are they still in first place?
No.
Probably not. You take Judge off that team, are they still in third place? Probably.
I don't know about that.
They're probably still up there. You take Jose Altuve off of the Astros, are they still in first place? Probably. The 2-0 pitch bunted right back to Knight, and he's going to overthrow first base, and 1 run is going to score, and that will be the go-ahead run as Dathan Pruitt is headed to third base now, and he will slide in safely.
Sacrifice bunt E1, no RBI.
Sacrifice bunt E1, no RBI, but doesn't matter. Dathan Pruitt on third base as Omar Villeman scores from second following the bunt.
Tell me the Yankees would still be in the position they're in without Judge. I just don't buy that.
Taking him out.
I mean, he's the league leader in WAR, I think.
Wow.
Maybe he might have dropped a few pegs since I checked last, but a AL leader in home runs and had a chance at the triple. I just don't see that. The Knight's already done.
So DeAndre Knight will be exiting. We'll get a new pitcher, and we're going to stay here and continue talking about this. Who's going to take away the third spot from the Yankees?
The Rays, perhaps. I mean,
Well,
they lost the last couple games against New York.
Well, the Rays and the Yankees keep flip-flopping.
Sure.
So are the Blue Jays aren't what they were.
No.
So they're out of the
And
conversation.
they had a real rough start to the year, and they haven't overcome that.
The Orioles, they just can't figure it out. I think it's the starting pitching
I mean, the starting pitching has been very spotty for Baltimore. Machado has not had the great year that many were expecting, and Chris Davis has not performed to the expectations that were laid out for him as well. But, I mean, Kevin Gausman's had a real subpar year. Blanca Jimenez as well. I mean, Baltimore, as you said, hasn't really put it together, and they're not going to be a serious threat, in my opinion.
And really, it's going to happen. They're going to trade away Zach Britton.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a big domino fall. They'd have to get a big piece for him. I mean, a controllable young asset like that who's, in my opinion, the best closer in the game when healthy.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't remember exactly how many straight saves he's got. I believe it was 60, 65, in that
something.
range. I mean, it's been almost over a year, I believe.
And he's chasing Eric Gagne's record now. So, but why keep a guy like that on your team when you could trade him away and when you're not in the position to basically use him?
That's certainly one side to look at. I would just say you hold on to him unless you get one of those Godfather offers. If you get a great offer for him, then having an elite level closer on a team that isn't going anywhere doesn't make a lot of sense. But you don't want to ship them for pennies on the dollar.
Absolutely. Did you watch much of the World Baseball Classic?
I watched parts of it. I saw the championship game and a couple games that the U.S. played in, but I wouldn't say I saw the majority of it.
I had never watched the World Baseball Classic until this year, and I sat down and I watched, I would say, 80% or more of the games, and even like the Netherlands versus Japan. Amazing baseball.
Oh, yeah. No, those teams have a lot of pride in their baseball teams. They're not going to be outdone by some of the bigger countries.
And it was so fun to watch the Dominican Republic play and Puerto Rico, Mexico. These guys know how to have fun and play the game.
And it's a big
From the
pride
University of
and
South Carolina
contention in these
Gamecocks.
countries. I mean, in the
Also,
United States,
number
baseball is the
12,
most popular sport,
Jones.
probably football or basketball even. And just to have the U.S. win the World Baseball Classic really boosts up that popularity rate.
And why I brought that up was Manny Machado. You said that, and he lit up the World Baseball Classic this year. And he's such a great guy to watch defensively. If you want to be a third baseman growing up, you got to watch this man. John Jones steps up to the bat here, and he swings the first pitch. It's going to go into right field as it humps over the second baseman. And it will be a single and an RBI for John Jones. And we have a new score here at Sanford Memorial Stadium as the River Rats go on top
RBI,
5-3.
John
That
Jones.
is Kyle Wiseman. Wiseman's
Leading
last time
27.
up, 1 inning thrown, 3 earned runs against the Scorpions.
There's the shortstop.
27,
Nolan Francis.
1 ERA in his 12
Real
games
long.
of the year. Wiseman was an all-star for the Suns as well.
And now coming up to bat, Francis Villeman, the shortstop, has a triple tonight.
That had been, ooh,
Watches that one
they had 5 infielders by the stop bell.
for ball 1. Wiseman in the stretch here with John Jones at first base. This pitch swung on and hit into left field shallow. Alan Alonso has got it on the run for out number 1.
It was a dangerous-looking play. Stenson Smith was trying to get the basket catch on it, and Alonso called him off and was able to get to it at the last moment.
And now stepping up to bat, this will be a pinch hitter. Looks like Rodney Tenney, but once I see his number 5, Rodney Tenney will be coming up to bat, and I think
Batting for
the
D-Word.
head coach
Stepping and hitting,
of the River Rats is just trying to get everybody in now, trying to make sure that they clinch this win here.
There's number 5 from Georgia Gwinnett, Rodney Teddy.
And D-Word was having an incredible day, 1 for the books, 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored. So this is definitely a move just to get everybody in as he drops down a drag bunt down the first base line. It's going to be a tough play. He is safe as the first baseman drops the ball, and John Jones is going to head to third base.
The Suns have been making more and more mental lapses as the River Rats continue to put pressure on them just by putting these balls in play. They're strategically placed bunts, or they're hard-hit balls, and it really forces the defense to react quickly, and the Suns haven't been up to the task of that so far in this inning.
Third baseman, number Ocho.
And now coming up to bat, Cody Arthur.
Arthur.
2 for 2 with a sac bunt in this one. And now we're going to see a pinch runner, Miles Symington. So from one speed search to the next.
Now running for Teddy. Teddy must be hurt.
And this is a, I would say, big spot for another insurance run. And you could also make a case for bringing in CJ Carter in this one, the closer for the Rats. First pitch to Arthur in there for strike 1.
Miles Symington now pinch running. Yesterday he was 1 for 4, a run scored and an RBI.
I just got word that the Altamont Springs Scorpions win it via the walk-off home run. 0-1 pitch here. Swung on and hit into center field, shallow. Will there be a play? Nick DeTringo unable to make the backwards basket catch. 1 run scores. Base hit by Cody Arthur.
What you call a Texas leader.
And Cody Arthur gets his second RBI of the night, bringing in John Jones from third base. And we have a new score here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. River Rats now lead it 6-3.
Scorpions with a walk-off home run. Anthony George hit that home run. There's only been 4 home runs, hit at Melching Field going into today. And George had 1 of them, and now he has 2 of them.
So he likes that place. So he likes playing at DeLand. And now stepping up to bat, Eli Marrero takes strike 1. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, River Rats have scored 3 runs to go up 6-3. And that was in the bottom of the 10th, if I'm reading my computer correctly. 0-1 pitch. Misses upstairs. Ball 1.
The Suns just need to bleed this inning dry. Runners on first and second in the 3-run game. You were hoping to go into the ninth just tied, and now you got to limit the damage to what's already been done.
1-1 count, 1 out. Oh, now we have ones on the board. Haven't got to say that very often. Runners take off to third base. It hits him up and in. Eli Marrero gets hit with that one. Looks like on the left wrist. He's still holding the bat, and he is going to drop it and take the jog down to first base.
How about some check music, Mr. Marrero? That one very close.
Yeah, that's
the center fielder. Number 18, Richie.
I'm sure Wiseman was waiting for him there, just loading the bases, making it more difficult for him.
And now coming up to bat, Richie Rivera, a very speedy guy. The corners are in. Middle infielder's back looking for the double play ball. The bases loaded. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The first pitch comes with the off speed for strike 1. Rivera 0 for tonight. Not something we say very often here. But he does have a sac bunt. 0-1 pitch from the windup here. Swung on and hit deep down the right field line, but it will go well foul. As a kid just fell on the concourse. Hopefully he's okay. And he was super excited to go get that ball.
The cookie dough is worth falling for, I guess.
Absolutely.
I can't say I've had it before, but I'm sure it's good.
If I wasn't here, I'd be down there right next to him. 0-2 count now with 1 out, bases loaded. Richie Rivera watches this one miss for ball 1.
Wiseman needing a ground ball to potentially end this inning. Even something close at the plate would allow a tag out at home and then a play at any base.
1-2 count from the windup. High leg kick misses high and inside, and we're starting to see a little bit of control issues, especially after the hit by pitch.
Wiseman, 11 strikeouts to 10 walks on the year, so he has walked quite a few guys. To control sometimes erratic, but it wasn't an issue during the beginning part of the year, and it's kind of reared its head a little bit towards the end of the season.
2-2 count here. Bases loaded. Misses outside, and it's a full count with 1 out. River Rats have scored 3 runs this inning. They've scored 1 run in the 2nd, 1 run in the 4th, 1 run in the 7th, 3 in the 8th to give them the 6-3 lead. The 3-2 pitch misses, and he walks him.
0-2, 4 straight balls.
He walks in a run, and that counts as an RBI.
It does indeed. They had 0-2 and then couldn't quite finish.
There's a DH, number 22, Sergio Lopez.
And now coming to bat, Sergio Lopez had a grand slam earlier this week against the Winter Garden Squeeze. The next day had a solo home run. First pitch here misses up and away for ball 1, and the man that started this inning off, Omar Villeman, started off with a single up the middle. He is on deck. The 1-0 pitch misses with it. Ball 2.
Really, there's no action to speak of in the Suns bullpen. Looks like it's going to be Kyle Wiseman's show.
6 balls in a row.
6 balls in a row, and the score at Sanford Memorial now. River Rats lead it 7-3. 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors, and the errors of the night, really for the DeLand Suns, 4 of them. The 2-0 pitch in there for strike 1.
The Suns are not a great defensive team. The River Rats have the fewest errors and highest fielding percentage in the Florida League.
2-1 pitch misses upstairs, ball 3. And I think you are right. This is Wiseman's inning to lose. The 3-1 pitch. And the control issues continue as he walks Sergio Lopez. And that is another RBI.
RBI Lopez.
And we have a new score here at Sanford Memorial Stadium, as the River Rats go up 8-3. And no one was warming up in the bullpen.
Oh, somebody's got it.
But we are going to see a new pitcher.
Who was
And I guess now the only thing we can do is talk about NL MVP.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And frankly, I don't have any names.
Well, in my opinion, Paul Goldschmidt submitted an excellent candidacy. Bryce Harper having a great year as well. I'd like to think Joey Votto will get a couple fourth and fifth votes, maybe. He started out the year real hot, and he's still doing all right. I mean, he was an all-star reserve, but he's not going to win the award by any stretch of the imagination. Harper, maybe the front runner. I've heard Nolan Arenado's being floated out there, but his batting average isn't quite high enough. Too many strikeouts.
Can I throw an oddball at you?
Absolutely.
Anthony Rendon.
I've heard him as a dark horse candidate. I don't know if he would be the MVP perhaps, but he's really emerged this year as a star for the Nationals. Dusty Baker.
Batting .317, respectable, 21 home runs, 24 doubles, and over 100 hits. He's at 103.
No, Rendon's having a fantastic year. Was the one of the final vote-ins for the All-Star for the National League, but I'd still give it to Bryce Harper than over him.
Bryce Harper.
Rendon's having a fantastic year. Bryce Harper is as well.
And Bryce Harper batting. Okay, now that I'm looking at this lineup, this is ridiculous. Daniel Murphy is leading the team with a .340 batting average. Bryce Harper, the MVP candidate, .338, 79 RBIs, and 27 home runs. On base percentage leads the team with .439. That's incredible.
Harper is the lead candidate.
Absolutely.
I think it would take someone if he had big push down the road. He could be Rendon, who knows? But I think I like Paul Goldschmidt a lot. He doesn't get a lot of attention playing in Arizona for a smaller market team. But he's having a great year also, occupying first base for that team. I mean, when he was drafted in the 5th round, no one expected him to be this.
There's a second baseman, number 3 will be go.
Yeah, Goldschmidt batting .320. But doesn't lead the team, his own team, in home runs or RBIs. That's Jake Lamb. But he does lead the team with 117 hits, which is still less than Harper with 119. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And with bases loaded, we have a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Branagh. And he's going to be facing Omar Villeman. This will be the second time that he has batted in this inning.
Teammate of Kyle Wiseman, Alan Alonso, Brad Mena at Lake Sumter.
0-1 count, 1 out, bases loaded. Omar Villeman watches this one for strike 2.
Suns needing a merciful end. It's going to be a big rally in the 9th. They want to try and force the bottom of the 9th or extras. Let's go start with ground ball here.
Yeah, 2-3 game.
Tough guy to double up. Omar Villeman. Very speedy wheels from the left side. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit straight up, and it will go out of play, out of the stadium. So the count remains the same, 0-2. And this win for the Sanford River Rats would tie the league record in regular season wins with 29, set by Leesburg. The River Rats are 28-12 coming into this ball game. And with 1 game left to play in the regular season, trying to break it tomorrow. The 0-2 pitch to Villeman. Swings at it, heads down the third base line. He's going to step on third, throw it to first base. 5-3, double play to end the 8th inning. We head to the 9th with the River Rats leading 8-3.
And Thursday, if there's something, other than that, Thursday.
Well, other than that would only be Friday, I think, at this juncture.
For the best of 3 games.
Let's get a head start on this one. Cool.
Throw strikes, Gib. Get us out of here.
Who's on the mound?
I'm sorry?
Who's on the mound?
Weaver. Lisa You think so? They switch numbers over.
Better than Ultima, they switch numbers more.
Sole purposes.
So the only reason why they do it.
Don Jones at first, huh? And I guess Symington and Wright.
Yep.
Just throw strikes, kid. Come on. Batted around that inning, didn't they?
Hey, we are back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. I'm Cody Shook alongside Luke Hallett.
Lead off.
As we head to the top of the ninth inning, a big comeback for the Suns is in order. As the River Rats just put up 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to take the 8-3 lead. Make sure you stick with us here. After the game, I will have head coach Kevin Davidson, as always, come up and talk to everybody on Facebook and Meridex. We start the top of the ninth with a first pitch swinger by Zach Goebel, and that'll be strike 1 as he fouls it straight back.
Goebel from Augusta State, their baseball program recently dissolved, I learned, going to be absorbed by either North Georgia or told they would transfer wherever else they'd like to go.
So do you know what Goebel is going to do?
I'm not sure yet. I know Will Hodges was a part of that team.
0-1 pitch. In there for strike 2, outside corner.
He's heading to Columbus State, and Stetson Smith, also a member of that team, going to Berry College.
Wow. That's got to be tough.
It sounds very difficult, but sometimes those are the realities these college baseball players face.
0-2 pitch here on Goebel. Misses inside, ball 1.
These are the times you want to hurt for every strike.
Goebel 1 for 3 tonight with a double, and then was later stranded on second base. Other than that, lined out to third base. This pitch missed. Strike him out, looking on a very late strike 3 call. Goebel goes down via the backwards K.
It was a very late call. Goebel's getting ready to step in and take his 2-2 pitch, but instead
There's a right fielder.
And now coming at the bat, Jonathan Miola.
Wonder where he was going.
1 for 3 with the triple tonight. An RBI to his credit. First pitch swung on and hit into right center field. Ronnie Tenney, Richie Rivera. Richie Rivera has got it for out number 2 here in the top of the 9th inning.
up to the
Miles Symington
pitcher.
is in right field.
Here's the DH, number 14, Samuel Brooding.
And I can't say he's done a bad job. Had 1 for 3 with a run scored.
Not at all. Had a solid game, especially when you remember he's a pitcher.
Absolutely. And he's going to come up in the lefty-lefty matchup here with Kobe Weaver still on the mound. Swings to the first pitch. Almost goes into the dugout as Nick DeTringo hits the deck. But he's good. Stands up and points to his batter like, hey, I'm good, but don't let it happen again.
Tough moment. Glad to see he's okay and in good spirits.
That's one of the toughest things I think about playing here. As if you're on deck circle, if you're in the bench, a foul ball is always.
You got to be alert at all moments. I mean, you can take your eye off that ball at all.
They told him to get into the
1 second, one time you do, and then the one that hits him.
Oh, perfect. After this, 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Did you see Adrian Beltre get thrown out of the game? I was watching it
I
live.
thought that was hilarious. I thought it was in good spirit, and especially since they were getting drilled, if I recall.
They were. There was absolutely, the game was completely over. 1-1 pitch here. Swung on and missed for strike 2, but I don't think you do that to a future Hall of Famer, a respected guy.
It was such a blowout game, and he was just trying to have fun. I mean, it took the fun out of it.
And it made no sense because no umpire enforces that rule that you have to stand in the circle. 1-2 pitch, swung on, missed, strike him out, swinging, balls in the dirt, and they have to throw it down to first for the drop third strike. The River Rats win it here in 9 innings. The River Rats win it 8-3. Kobe Weaver is
The record for most wins.
the winning pitcher, the losing pitcher, DeAndre Knight, and a big congratulations to this River Rats team for tying the league record with wins. They beat the record of most wins at the All-Star break, and now they have 29 wins and 12 losses. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, the DeLand Suns, they fall to 11, 27, and 1. I'm sorry, this is our last game we get to call together. I always enjoy calling games with
I
them.
love visiting Sanford Memorial. It's always good to
consecutive year. And again, fans, thank you for
almost,
coming out tonight, and as you drive home,
action. I know
please
Sanford and
so
DeLand will
carefully.
play plenty in the near future.
Absolutely, and I hope that our paths meet sometime later on down the road, because this is always fun. We always get a lot of views, and we always have some great conversations back and forth, and we always get to call some of the best games of the year.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't beat. It was 8-3 games and looked that close, but it was close until the very end. Really, the bottom of the 8th inning is when it was broken open.
Till the very end. So thank you everybody for watching all night long on Facebook Live. We're signing off here, but I'll be right back with head coach Kevin Davidson in just a minute. So for Luke Hallett and Cody Shook, thank you for tuning in all night long here on Facebook Live and Meridex. I will be right back with head coach Kevin Davidson.